And just like that, yo, what's up
Yo,
with you,
chat.
chat? What's up with you, chat? What's up with you? Hope y'all are doing good. Hope y'all are doing great on this fine Sunday evening. Yo, what's up? What's up? What's up? What's up, Maria? What's up, Conshmo Glazer, Nee Moons,
What
Double
is
EO,
up?
Draco? What up with y'all? How y'all doing? How y'all doing? Um,
Oh man, what a Sunday, man.
what
Our
a
bet
Sunday.
Dreams read 20 chapters max. Immediately, your slander is wrong, Draco, because we are fully caught up to this week's allotted chapter amount, which was 41,
Yeah, 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 yeah.
more than
Um,
40.
More than 40. Yeah, no, the W numbers, W numbers. BR, read DM, and peep Cash App. Alright. Hold on, bro.
Oh my!
bro's gonna put a hit out on you, bro. I'm sorry. I'm sorry what I gotta do to you, bro. You know how you're just saying we can put a price on anything, including friendship? He's about
The
to
price we dis- bro, the price we discussed for that is was really high. Like I don't think chatters can afford it.
damn. He called y'all broke as hell. That's crazy. Um,
I mean, no offense, it really is just like an absurd number. Okay, if you could afford the number, you'll see a different side of me.
a different side. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Super Saiyan Blue, are you TG Super? Is that you? Anyways, whatever. In any case, I've seen. Um, but yeah. Um, what's up with y'all? Creams? Nope. Okay. In any case, chat. We are jumping into it, right? We want to jump into it straight with talking about good old Ichi the Witch, what we've been reading, what we've been getting into. Um,
Do you want to just talk about Blue Lock real quick? Because we could just knock that out if each of the which is going to be most of what we talk about today.
sure. Yeah, go ahead. Jump into it.
We finally got the locker room chapter. Um, Immediate like big surprises coming out of this one. Isagi did not get benched. That
Mhm.
was fucking mind blowing. Genuinely shocked by that. Two, Kunigami was one of the people that got subbed in.
Mhm.
I don't know why Chigiri got benched. That one was also a bit of a shock. Like the decisions as far as like substitutions go, I whoa, kind of a flashbang.
Mhm.
Couldn't even really like my best guess for Ego doing this is just to like I don't know, make like a fucking ruckus on the pitch,
Mhm.
basically. And then as for Ego and Karasu's like exchange,
Mhm.
I guess I can appreciate that Ego's sticking to his guns, but still acknowledging the problem that Karasu raises. In
Mhm.
that, like, they keep getting fucking cooked by France.
Mhm.
So, if this is his solution, like, basically, you know what it is, bro? I'm lost. I have no idea how to connect the dots here, right? Like, Baru and Shido, when it was just them two, there was sort of like there was a method there, right? It was like all right, Isagi, sit this one out. We're changing up our entire approach. This one, it just feels like I don't know, man. Bachira, Nico, and Chigiri are like really useful, like at least support players. This seems like an odd thing to do. Like also, damn, dude, all your support players like have just been using an Isagi centric model this whole fucking time. Like that's all they know. I don't know. It was just like an odd series of events. And then you mix that with like that little bit with France. Like the French coach just
Mhm.
glazing them, and then Loki kind of nonchalantly being like, "Yo, I need to score a goal, or else the Earth will be sad."
Mhm.
With fucking that got a little chuckle out of me. I don't know if Loki's nonplussed about not scoring a goal because he expects to at some point, or he's not taking this totally seriously in the way that like Sai kind of is shown to, um, or if it's like, hey, they're up, so he's kind of saying this from a place of comfort. Something I don't know. There is like a fascination about Loki's attitude that comes into this as well. It was just like a really meaty chapter.
Yeah, I mean,
Um,
with Loki, it's just a supreme confidence that they're gonna win regardless. I don't think Loki has like once doubted their ability to just crush Blue Lock underfoot here. Um, Yeah, I mean, I feel like as for the substitutions Ego's making, I'm sure like strategically they don't make very much sense, or at least I wouldn't be able to make sense of them. Granted, I wouldn't be able to make sense of like most formations. I'm not a football expert, right? A soccer expert,
Mm.
if you will. So it's not something that I would necessarily be able to determine. But I mean, even in the thing that you were saying, like, oh man, those are like really good support players. I think the point is that like Ego is kind of like, yeah, we're doing away with that. We're almost like they're they're almost like what's the word I'm looking for? Not hyperbolizing. It's like they're indexing even further into what makes Blue Lock Blue Lock. That to me is like the role of a Shido, a Baro, a Kunigami. They're all players that they are. If you look at the state of the field right now, right? They are the least logical, least conformist, least willing to cooperate. I mean, Shido might be kind of an exception to that. Players in the traditional sense, Kunigami is like definitionally a lone wolf. Baro is kind of like very similar to that. And while Shido has been shown to be willing to cooperate, he's also like a hyper aggressive, kind of like unique style of player within Blue Lock. And so I feel like Ego is just he's almost like attempting to demonstrate the purpose of the philosophy even more so, right? He's like, if being suitable is what France is capable of because of their like large pool of players and their diverse not homogenous kind of like population base, then the only way to beat them is to basically attack them in like an entirely different way, right? It's like if they're reaching what 100% of the capability of suitability is, then in order to beat them, you have to reach 100% of what like ego is in that respect. And I think that's what these choices are. Whether or not it'll work out in a totally positive way or in a victory, I truly have no idea one way or the other. But I think it's sort of like, okay, if you want to make like a reference to something else that Blue Ox done, it's the talented learner versus genius thing. Isagi got trounced when he tried to play Rin in the same style as a genius. It's just like that's not your thing, right? And it's like, okay, I can't beat him at his game. I have to beat him at my game, and the only way to do that is to lean further into it. You push it further to extreme. Kunigami, he's not going for that suitable bullshit. Baro's not going for that suitable bullshit. Shido might lick Hugo's face if he even suggest. Yo, bro, you kind of look like yo, bro. Those eyelashes kind of sick as hell. Like I don't know, bro. He's just gonna do like
Mm.
they're not. I
They,
simply
their
don't think that they're
their ears are plugged, basically.
sure, but it's not even I'm not worried about like fucking mind control, right? Hugo's not able to like, ooh, I fucking got your ass. Like it's working on the characters that are more willing to think in that respect. It's not just that, it's more that like these are purer, they're less on the surface, on the face of it, nuanced versions of Ego's philosophy. They are just motherfuckers who are like me. Good luck everybody else, right? I don't give a shit. I don't know if I know how to pass. Now Shido's passed, Kunigami's passed, Baro's passed. They're all capable of passing. We've seen that, and there's some level of development there. But in the sort of like ego chart, I think they're all pretty much like individualistic players, that kind of like genius type. Shido is like a freedom type, Baro's a restriction type, and I think Kunigami is similar in being an individualistic restriction, which is fuck you, dude, more suffering, more strife. Hell yeah, bro. Fuck yeah, I need that. And so I think that's the sort of thing. They need people, not even need, but ego is throwing the least cooperative players out on the pitch to almost revert to a lot of what we've seen before in Blue Lock, which is a dog eat dog world, right? In order to get better, like, dude, if I'm not careful, Barrow's gonna steal all of my glory. I gotta figure out how to use him to score a goal. And I think he's trying to smash all of his Legos together to build something beyond. Like he's trying to Kenjaku it. My
Mm.
perception. I need to make something
Merger.
that I can't truly like comprehend fully. Something that I can't call. Because if I can't call it, it's presumably likely that Hugo can't call it, that Isagi can't call it, and then you have to adapt to the situation. Then you have to react to it instead of being able to like you're
I mean,
moving on this prediction based sort of mentality. And that's why Hugo says it's going to get messy because I think he's like, hey, bro. I'm not gonna lie. I think we got this. They've chosen their fate, and I think that means he thinks it's like, yeah, they're gonna beat him. But the messiness refers to like it is going to be a dogfight. I think from here on out.
I mean, like I don't doubt that, right? But doesn't that kind of like to Cal's 2 points, right? I think ego is basically just praying that this works, right? Like it's just sort of a toxic reaction, right? At the very least, if it is a merger type situation, he just has to see some shit shake, and he's kind of hoping that it does on its own. But like, I don't know, man. I don't think Hugo is as like. I don't think he's like he has the Bible on hand and he's ready to give the sermon to anybody with ears and an open heart.
That's what I'm
like
saying.
Yeah, like.
But that's not what
Maybe
Ego's putting them in. I don't think Ego's doing. That's what I'm saying. The point Ego's not putting them in because they're immune to the brainwashing. Ego's putting them in because they're demonstrative, even more so of like those core, individualistic, grow by competition, grow by devouring mindsets. Than everybody else. Everybody else on the pitch, aside from say Rin, is damn, our Isagi focused thing isn't working. Baro, say what you want about him. He's not going for that shit. Isagi focused strategy. He will bite everyone's throat out before he lets that rock. Shido's just gonna start saying emojis at people and be like, dude, I'm so bricked. Pass me the ball now, or I'm gonna axe kick your dumbass. And Kunigami's just gonna like look at you and be like, and, and just keep it pushing. Like, you know what I mean? It's like none of them are going to conform, and so like, yeah, Ego's trying to create more chaos. In terms of saying like it's a prayer, you could say that if you want to, but then like Blue Lock is a prayer, right? Like anything that you don't know the outcome of, if anything you don't know the outcome of is a prayer, then everything's a prayer, right? If that is the case, then people should, and that's the point he's making. If that's the case, then everybody should just do what they're suitable for, right? Oh, bro, you're not, dude. You picked up a pencil. You didn't look like Michelangelo. Put that shit down. You're not suitable for it. You could be all right at it, but you actually, what you should do, bro, go work on the farm. You got like broad shoulders. You got that. It's like, sure, bro, but like, to what end? Want to. Yeah. To what end, right? And I think that I don't think that Hugo necessarily has to be entirely shut down, right? But I do think that Ego's rebuttal, while it may not be necessarily in real life the best strategic thing to do, it is, in my opinion, philosophically coherent. The idea that like, yeah, dude, the people who are most likely to tell you to live within your means are people whose means are better than yours. The motherfucker being like, dude, just accept your reality is living inside while you're homeless begging for food. Dude, fuck you. Go die. I'm gonna rob you for your shit. I'm suitable for your shit, motherfucker. Like, because if you don't, if it's just like you're born predetermined, that's your destiny, what are we doing? I'm not saying that there's no merit at all. The merit just can't be taken completely at face value.
You don't want to take it to the logical extreme, right? I fuck with that, right? I need to see like how this squares away. Like basically, it's a gamble, is what we're saying, right? Like on Ego's term, this is a gamble. He doesn't know how long it's gonna like if it's gonna work, how it's gonna work, whatever. He's used all his substitutions. It seems like this is sort of a make or break for Japan. The question or the way it's set up is in the last two pages with Isagi being like, my ego is screaming surpass Hugo because he has like a bigger dream or whatever. And it's funny you mentioned that like living suitably, like I want your shit thing. Because like Hugo's the type of guy that's like, you know what I mean? Like yeah. For a guy like Isagi, like come on, bro. Like you can't sit there and tell me you want 3 World Cups and I just have to sit there and be like, well, I think maybe I can get one. Like it's
and there's nothing. By the way, bro, I think he said he wants. Didn't he not say he wants 4?
Oh, he wants 4. Yeah.
By the way, 16 years, elite play. Don't stop. Don't fuck it up. Right. And that's just to say, right? people who want to live lives they're suitable for, it's not necessarily invalid. I don't think that Hugo's in. It's just what Hugo is saying is not that my ideology has some merit and that it can take me to the top of what I want to do. He's saying anybody who deviates from this is absurd, and that is where I think we're going to see some level of like breakage in terms of like ideals, because it's like,
Mm-hmm.
hey, dude, you're right. You're suitable for that. You want to do it. You lucked the fuck out. You want to make people
Mm-hmm.
better at the things they're suitable for. Great. I would rather lose my limbs than do the shit you're talking about. That's ass, right? As for the gamble, yeah, I just don't view it too differently than like the borrow substitution in U20, where it's like, yeah, dude, we're losing. We're on the back foot. We're incapable of doing this based on the strategies we formulated. I now have to rely on what is essentially the core of Blue Lock, which is that like mid game evolution mentally and physically, right? It's the constant seeking of new heights and growth that comes from like an internal pressure stress, right? It's forcing those,
Mm-hmm.
those fundamental chemical reactions. Excuse me. And so, yeah, I'm glad we all believe that Barrow's going to be the difference maker. He's on the pitch, yeah.
Yeah.
He's out there. He'll get some
Yeah.
cardio bare minimum.
It is very interesting to see like Borrow like people paying more attention on him than the other two substitutions.
Hmm.
Um I mine really just comes down to like I want to see how like the fruits of his training in the time skip, but
Hmm.
also I want to see there's this thing with Borrow that I've noticed, right? Where like he has like two interesting quirks.
Hmm.
One is his like greediness with the ball,
Hmm.
basically. The other one is how people like who don't like him play with him.
Hmm.
So how the other 10 guys on the team play with him.
Hmm.
Um and in this case, right, you're Borrow, you're seeing Isagi be the core of like these patterns and shit.
Hmm.
And I don't mean crazy fucking analogy, but like you're on the bench, bro. They're making you watch. And like, what's the what's the feeling that you get? I wonder, right? Is there some kind of like, all right, guys, now for the borrow plan? Says Ego.
Hmm.
Like, there's a little like I don't know, like Snuffy made it work. He got everybody to like wrap around borrow more or less. I wonder how Ego's like approach to that works. Like with all these people who are, strikers by trade or whatever and have gone through their own crap. I don't know. It is because like with Isagi, there's a feeling, or Rin, there's a feeling that it is more earned, right? There's like a sentiment that it's more earned.
Hmm.
Shido and Kunigami like are they've been witness to pass balls at some point in their careers.
Hmm.
So like maybe there's that, right? Maybe there's more they're more pliable to that. But like Baro, I like what an odd duck, you know?
I mean, Barrow's just like really good. He's also, in my opinion, the reason people focus on him is just because he's obviously like to the story of Blue Lock a more central character than Shido or Kunigami.
Hmm.
I think it's just like it'd be like if Rin and Barrow both got subbed on, everybody would probably be paying attention to Rin. Largely just because Rin is framed, maybe it's debatable, but largely as a more important character, like within the
Hmm.
narrative. Like even if you disregard skill for a second, um, one thing that I thought was interesting, for Ego to say, and like a sentiment that I won't lie, it kind of felt like it fired me up. Was he was like, "Yo, bro, I'm curious, right? If I told you you could live 100 times, how many
Hmm.
times do you think you'd become the greatest striker on the planet? If I'm super generous and lenient, one, you live. By the way, you want to get one of these, right?
Yeah.
You live for that one, and it's like I think there is a level of nuance you got to apply, right?
Hmm.
Um, when you're trying to extract meaning from like a manga like Blue Lock or anything, right? That is, it's fictionalized, it's gassed up in some respects, right? Maybe not everybody should literally live with everything on the line all the time. That's probably not healthy. But I will say it feels very moving personally to see stuff like that where it's like, yeah, it's a nice reminder of like, dude, if you're going to limit yourself and if you're not going to pursue things, let it be because you don't want them, because you don't get the wheel spin after it's over. Bro, you gotta go. You got. He's like, you get one of these. You're on the pitch running. You saw like you're thinking, oh, dude, maybe I should be suitable. When you're 40, which is basically ancient in football, I actually don't know if that's the case. I think footballers can play pretty long. If when you're 50 and you think, damn, bro, I did pretty good. I did what I
Mm-hmm.
was suitable for. That moving you, bro?
Yeah,
Is that what
yeah.
you're gonna
Dude, showing up to like being a professional footballer is already kind of like winning the lottery. Being like, dude, I really did the fuck out of my job. Damn.
I reached the peak. And not everybody even strives for that, right? I think it's like a good thing to maybe learn how to decouple yourself from like the exact outcome, but it is just the pursuit of something with your entire being. And I think the point being made for a lot of these characters is that they can't get that feeling for themselves if they only pursue what it makes the most sense to do. There's almost like no danger, no risk, no like there's your hand isn't close to the fire in a way. I think it's like
Mm-hmm.
there is something that is not particularly interesting about playing a game that you are assured to win.
Mm-hmm.
But when you can properly find something that rides that line of like difficult of like out there, of ambitious but possible, but something that you feel you want to do and can do if you give it your all, I think that's really fucking cool. And to me, that's why Hugo's sentiment, while accurate to himself and who he is, and can be bombastic and like a big ego, it also constrains people to that, right? Oh man, I should just do what I was meant to. And it's like, well, what if that doesn't fire you up? You're not, I don't think people are able to give things that they're bored about everything that they have.
Mm-hmm.
I just don't think it's possible.
Like I'm very curious to see what happens now. I'm still firmly in favor of them losing the game. But so far, I'm liking the approach. I'm a little not skeptical. I'm watching with like a cautious optimism because I want to see some method to the madness, right? But I overall I'm really fucking with this game against France, man. Like low key might be, depending on how it ends, it might be a top five for me in the series,
Type.
like top five match. I'm really fucking with it.
Yeah, I'll give this a 10. I'm fucking with it a lot. I'm fucking with a lot of these more recent chapters. And yeah, this match is turning out to be really fun. Let's see.
BR, I still thanks for the 100 bits, Dane. BR, I still think about your most inspiring manga you haven't read video on Blue Lock to this day. I use that flow state analysis in real life.
Hey, appreciate
Good.
you, Dan.
Yeah,
Appreciate you.
please, Dane. You know what? I fuck with that. That's a good compliment. Let me co-sign that, bro. Fuck with that video too.
Uh huh. Let's see. Oh, let me read these two. Shadowstar, thank you for being a tier one for 4 months. Sorry for missing that earlier. And Dane, thank you for being a tier one for 7 months. The first month my mom ain't paying for. Dude, hell yeah. Use that.
Mm-hmm.
Use that debit card. Use that credit
Yeah,
card.
sure.
Um,
400 million bees slash Kashmo Glazer. I hope Ichi the Witch got potential, man, and
type
it
shit.
does.
Yeah. Um,
Um, sorry, bro.
you're
Um,
good, bro. You're allowed to say when I say bro. I won't call it dick writing just this once.
no, I meant the potential man thing. I
Oh,
know. Is the wound still fresh?
nah.
You're good. We can just say that.
Yeah, chatters can't because they're not. You know what I mean? But like it depends.
Is it, bro, we
Favor,
had to ban the word if in chat. Like,
favoritism. I see if right now. By the way, favoritism is enacted. There are certain people I will let get off a joke or two, but they're typically people that wouldn't. But also beware. I think Demon is here now. She might bow get your ass if you joke too much. Um,
oh man,
yeah.
Creams. I wish you could make a YouTube video I could enjoy, but you don't upload.
Uh huh.
I can't get a compliment.
Let's see. BR, you're
First
so
replace.
real. Oh, God.
No, no, you were reading a compliment.
Let's see. By the way, BR, you're so real for waiting for Borrow feats before doing him versus Sukuna video. Big W. Hey, I'm just making sure I get all the facts in. I just want to make sure when Sukuna loses, we all understand why.
First replace Sakamoto days with Ichi on a weekly rotation. I know y'all wanna. Who's gonna tell him?
I'm sorry. Anyway. What am I booming? Nothing. Just in case we see Megami slander. But yeah, weekly rotation.
It's funny as hell.
But yeah.
Yeah, solid 9 for me. Like really enjoyable Blue Lock chapter.
Type. Yeah.
That leaves our marquee book club winner, Blowout, by the way, Ichi the Witch.
Ichi.
To quote Viz, in a world where only women can be witches, one unsuspecting boy acquires their power, and that's what happens. It was on the box and it was in the manga. Love it. Listen, man, all jokes aside, surprisingly really fun series. Like really fucking fun. I enjoyed Ichi the Witch. We were right up to chapter 41, so we're about halfway through. I am enjoying this way more than I thought I would, bro. And I was like,
mega turbo ass.
It's not. I didn't think it was gonna be ass. I just thought it was gonna be like regular. I guess like a regular 5 or 6 out of 10. Like you know how it goes in Weekly Shonen Jump with some of these manga. Like not everything's gonna be Dragon Ball. Let
me cut you off, bro. I know. Why are you saying as if we're like?
Because I've gotten enough of a sample size. Like I've read Mashal, I've read Undead Unluck. Like I've gone through the B sides and the C sides, right?
You like Undead Unluck. You actually were glazing it the other day.
Yeah, it was good. Like I'm just saying, like I've poked around, I've poked and prodded, right? Plus I did have a little bit of a kick where I was just reading more.
Hold on, Maria. Let me not to the first women duo in Shonen Jump. We're actually really putting on for Women's History Month. We're actually doing our best to represent. Hell yeah. Pretend you knew that for a second. But yeah.
Oh man. Creams, first of all, thanks for the 100 bits, Cosmo Glazer. Creams, you not making YouTube videos be pissing me off. Like, with what you've been doing on Johnny Star's shit, you have so much potential. Fuck you, I hate you. Just got called a potential man.
Ichi's the sister series of Kagurabachi for a reason. Yeah, Ichi was pretty fun. A very pretty series. I will just say on the face of it, like it's a very nice looking manga. I gotta ask you, like, what is it about the story? Because like I might even like contradict you a little bit. What is it about the story that like moved you so much, right? Because you're like, dude, I was expecting a 5 or 6 out of 10, so that means you're at least moving like this is currently a 7.
7, yeah.
Yeah, okay. So like, talk to me. Get into it,
dude. Honestly, it was the humor. Like it made me smile and kind of stayed that way. Like I'll put it like this, right? Humor doesn't have to necessarily be funny. It just has to be charming, right, or endearing. Trying to be comedic is like trying to be funny. Like to me, there's like a difference because people can make like small jokes here and there to be like whimsical or whatever. But like something like me and Roboco, dude, if you don't find that funny, the entire series just fails, right? Something like this, like the jokes, the little chibi-fied reactions. Oh god, that word sounds dirtier now. Like it just adds more character, I guess, like more whimsy to the whole thing, and I fuck with whimsy. Like take wow, I haven't said their names out loud, so this is gonna be rough. Descara?
Descarus is how I've been saying it in my head. Descarus is like another way. I'm calling her Des until someone corrects me.
Des works. Yeah. So like Des is really shut up. Des is really fucking cool. Just in interest
fucking goat. Dude.
She's really fucking cool. Like, I really enjoy her.
Descarus. Yeah.
Descarus. Yeah. I really, first of all, just like a really enjoyable character on screen. She's like she is really funny, really strong, really like unique personality wise. She's not like overly lonely in the way characters of her archetype are typically written. Like she just, I don't know, man. I just fuck with her, right?
Mm-hmm.
Like she just has that vibe about her. She's also just seems to genuinely care for Ichi.
Mm-hmm.
Seems to be really like accepting of him. Honestly, like one of the bigger things with Ichi that I really fuck with is him. Like with
The
Ichi, I was referring to the
the
series.
titular
Yeah,
character.
the titular character Ichi from Ichi the Witch. Yes.
Uh-huh.
I fuck with Ichi a lot, and like it was, dude. You know me. I like me a guy who's a little off, right? As a protagonist, I like me a protagonist who's not all there, right? Like like only 80% of him is in the room with us right now, right? That's, by the way, I was thinking of Goku when I said that. It just
So funny, bro. I love when you make up, like, I'm not even saying this isn't true about you, but I love when you make up things that I know about you. Like you say them as if like we sat around the campfire, beer in hand, right? Like, bro, you know I love characters who are a little off, man. Fuck,
you
man.
know what's funny? I could have sworn that did happen. By the way, it's like not outside the realm of shit we've done activities wise.
It's just so funny whenever you're like, dude, you know
It's
when
plausible.
when you hit me with the bro, you know how Shonen Jump gets. I'm like, what do you okay? You know how bro, you know how I love my protagonist. You know how I love my protagonist, bro. You know I love him a little cuckoo cuckoo. I'm like, bro, you differ. You've never told like I could believe you, sure. You just never
Like
said that. You
I
why are
could
you
be the case.
why are you
Like
telling me shit that I wasn't there for, bro? You're hitting me
you're
with
there
the
in here, bro.
remember, and I'm like, where are you looking? Where's the memory bubble, gang?
How do I know about the parts I wasn't there for?
Yeah. Mm-mm-mm.
Anyway, so let me add some context, right? Hey, bro, this is the memory I'm gonna
Okay,
reference at some
bet.
point in the future.
Yeah, bet.
Like,
Cool. I'm
make this
locked.
shit cement,
Yeah,
right?
I'm
Okay.
locked.
Like, you have your Yugis, you have your Gones, you have your Luffy's. Luffy's actually a really good example of that. In the first couple of chapters where he's like telling Kobe that like Kobe's just a bum,
Mm-hmm.
I fuck with like I that's really when I got sold on One Piece, right?
Mm-hmm.
I like a character who's just like, he's a little bit fucked up, a
Mm-hmm.
little bit of a goober. Like Goku is like that as well in his, especially in his adulthood. Like, yeah, bro, give Cell that sensu bean. He needs it. Like, my son's 11, he's ready for this. That's the kind of guy I fuck with, bro. Like, put him in danger, gang.
Mm-hmm.
And like Ichi just, he kind of scratches that itch, man. He's just a little off. Like he's very ready. Like he enjoys what he does with hunting. He's
Mm-hmm.
very ready to like lock in, and he responds to bloodlust like in kind.
Mm-hmm.
Like I don't know. I like that it's a consistent part of his character too that he has to actively suppress. Especially like in the fight with Goku Raku.
Oh yeah.
Um, like that added an interesting layer to it where it was like the first time he was in a fight where he wasn't trying to kill his opponent.
Mm-hmm.
And like I don't know, like there's just like there's little bits and pieces like that to every character, like little quirks that just make them more three-dimensional to me and
Mm-hmm.
just make the world more engaging, right?
Mm-hmm.
And everybody just like is kind of brimming with personality. Even the fuck, what are they called? The
The magics.
magics.
Yeah.
Yeah. Like they just, even Aurora, like
Yeah, yeah. I know who you're talking about. Roro
yeah,
or whatever.
like bro, that's an inner demon. He's done, bro. Like he's never getting out. Like he is there in his little void room,
Mm-hmm.
right? He has a chair. Like I don't know. Like he's just like, hey man, I'm here. I got to do what I got to do. Every other magic that comes in, it's like collecting Pokemon. It scratches the itch of like seeing it's like a power fantasy like mixed with Pokemon, where it's like, yeah, bro, the skills you acquire are also tangible, like speaking entities.
Mm-hmm.
So like it's just like a satisfying thing whenever he does like get a new magic,
Mm-hmm.
like to see them interact with like the new the group basically,
Mm-hmm.
and seeing the dynamic of him being a guy and in a world where witches are only women, like it
Mm-hmm.
adds another thing to it. I had this thought that I kind of wrote down that was like, do you think if you were the first person to invent estrogen in this world, it would be seen as the invention of like penicillin or mustard gas? Like, would they look at you like, oh hey, there's Oppenheimer, or like, Dude, there's that dude that cured cancer. Like it's funny as
Uh,
it's like it just
yeah,
fucking
yeah.
it
No,
tickles.
no, yeah. I mean,
Like
I'm just writing this down in your in my notes for you. Don't worry about it.
no
Yeah,
problem, bro.
yeah, no, no worry.
But yeah, man.
Obsession with estrogen
Okay.
and
Um,
transitioning. Interesting. No, this will be good in your memoir, bro. When they're wondering like where was the foreshadowing, it's been there.
dude, book in hand. Yeah, I knew he was gonna drop estrogen.
I not gonna lie, chat. The writing was on the wall.
Fuck yeah, man.
Creamzilla is on the way. Just
Ew.
you wait. Um.
Cream Zella, bro. Okay, whatever. Anyway, I thought that was very funny.
Mhm.
Just like as a thought,
Mhm.
I want estrogen. Thank you, Cosmic Laser. And boom, you'll have it now. That's all you had to do was ask.
Yeah. Um. One of
Thanks
us.
for the
One
100.
of us. Um. Yeah.
But yeah. Um, like I don't know. I thought just like actually meaningfully engage with that for a sec. How would you like you're an Ichi the Witch civilian, right? You're a guy, whatever. They're like, hey man, there's this new pill, comes with magic, right?
Mhm.
The only trade-off, ooh, sorry, the only trade-off is womanhood,
Yeah. I'm
right?
not. I'm not a woman, so I would just be like, oh, damn.
Magic. Like, okay,
And I get that.
I think if you pop like a little estrogen, right? Like maybe a quarter of a pill or something. I don't know what the serving sizes, and you just get a little bit of magic. You can at least use magic tools,
How
right?
do
Just for
you
daily work.
think? How do you think?
I don't know what the criteria is for
Because
magic. Like I don't
that's
know
what I
if
was
like
gonna say. I was
I
gonna
don't know
say,
if it,
do
like
you think that Ichi the Witch is functioning on a bioessentialist like?
I think it does because it seems to be. It seems to be. It seems like at the very least, like it is a hard rule, right? And like if we know you can augment yourself with magic because of Gokuraku. So I'm saying, bro,
Yeah, but he's not a woman though. So like
exactly. So it's like, dude, I'm saying,
so bro,
but
so don't be the guy. So be
there's a horizon.
Gokuraku. You don't have to.
There's a horizon to cross because he can't have a magic, right? He can't have
Yeah,
a magic.
exactly.
So if you do what he does, and then maybe like Tic Tacs, you can get over the horizon.
I'm not seeing I'm not seeing the correlation, right?
Guys, you see it, right?
I don't know if they're seeing it either, bro.
Wait, hang on. If a woman becomes trans, do they stop being a witch? Also a great question. Also a great question. Like, okay, you go to one like a random female witch, right? And you're like, hey, you know what this is? Big T. Open up. Right? Do
Uh-huh.
you just watch the magic evaporate from them, like in real time? Like, and that's what I like. It's just like a thought, right? Like, okay, if you have the invention, why not like just can you also if you detransition, do you just get your magic back? How the fuck does that work? Like, because like some of the shit is permanent, right? Like the effects of that would be
That's what I'm
you just have
saying.
less
Why
you just have less magic than when you
you're
started.
presuming it's like it is a bioessentialist. It is
It
you have to have a.
is
How do you know that?
because like the only
Ichi.
people in the world
It can't be.
that was a glitch. That was a glitch.
It
He's
can't be.
literally a glitch canonically.
By the way, it doesn't say once you hit this estrogen amount, you're good. There are
Because how
women
the fuck
with extremely
it's
high
still a fantasy
testosterone.
setting. It's still a fantasy setting, dude. It's still a fantasy setting. That means
You
that it's an unpatched glitch.
you
Like
don't
literally,
know
you
that.
go
You
if you
don't
go
know
in.
that. I'm saying you're superimposing your perception onto it. If I give you estrogen, if I load you up with a fuck ton of estrogen right now, are you a woman? Do
It right this second, no. But if you're like, hey, bro, you're in Ichi the Witch, right? I give you how long does it take to like finish like a core? I don't know. Do you just have to take that forever? Okay, whatever.
yes.
Okay, 2 years, right? We'll give you 2 years, like 2 years worth of estrogen on the table. See ya, right? You come back every 6 months. You check in. You're like, hey, can you lift this pen, like off, all, like with your mind? No, take more, right? At some point, right? At some point, if the pen ever moves, if you have any kind of magic unlocked, congratulations, bro. You invented penicillin
But
or mustard gas.
you're assuming once again that there is an estrogen level that makes that the case, or a testosterone level that disqualifies you, when I'm saying there's no basis for that. They just
The
say
only difference
woman.
between men and women is just that, right? So what is the magic system thinking of?
That's
What
not
like
that's
that's
not that's not the only difference between men and women, you troglodyte. Because then you would say women who have not started their transition are then not women. That's not like a it's not a very strong line of thinking.
it's for the magic. Like I don't think the magic system operates purely on
You don't.
like
That's
I don't know.
what I'm saying is.
Oh my god.
This is all I'm saying. This is all I'm saying, right? You're saying it works this way. I'm saying why. You're like, because it does, and I'm like, why?
It's just the implication.
No, it's not. Because it doesn't. It doesn't. Oh, dude. The women have enough metachlorians. That's natural. They don't say that.
Well,
You wrote that, and you said it was implied.
but they haven't addressed what the mechanism is.
Then
Like why
you
it's just
can't
women.
say it's one. I'm not saying
I'm
you have to be
speculating.
wrong. I'm not saying you have to be wrong. You're enforcing you have to be right. And I'm like, why? And you're like, it is the case. And I'm like, why?
Okay, Kashmir Glazer gets it. Is what Cream's asking if the power system is gender or sex based? That's exactly what I'm saying. If it's gender
That's exactly what you're saying.
that's exactly what I'm saying.
Those are different. You didn't articulate that at all. That's a different
because you weren't
sentence.
giving me a chance.
You talked for 5 minutes straight. If you couldn't get gender versus sex in there, that's not on me. Try again.
Okay, my bad. I have a difficult time speaking to other people. My fucking bad, bro.
This is your job? No. This is your job? No, this is your job? No, this is your job? I don't give a shit. This is your job. Go into your job and say, I'm sorry, I have a little bit of trouble with it. Lock the fuck in, motherfucker. Get back to it, bro. Get rid of it. Go. This isn't the elevator. This isn't that lady. Lock in.
Okay. Low blow. Stop. What if she hears? I didn't say that. Okay. Thank you for simplifying it, Cosmo Glazer. I appreciate that. Is it gender or sex based, right? Like, okay, if you go in to Ichi the Witch's world, right? And let's say you're a trans woman, right? You could even say pre-transition, right? Like you got that going in, boom, I teleport you there. Are you just like, whoa, magic is just flowing all around me? Or do you go in there, same thing, but you're on HRT, or you have been for a while? You know what I mean? It's sort of like both cases mean different things for the world, right? In which case, right? You can theoretically make the argument that any male or any biological male that is born in Ichi the Witch, there is like a slight chance that if they're a trans woman, they should have access to magic. But since they don't, it implies that it is gender based, or like just based off of like some nebulous amount of like biology.
I feel like James is asking if the magic system is transphobic, in which case I don't know what the fuck to tell you, dog. Kind of what I'm asking.
We're getting to the bottom of it. What were you gonna say? What were you wanted to say something?
Ichi.
Please. Yes.
Extremely high estrogen, or identifies as a woman, because we've seen him say, no, I'm a boy.
Loophole.
That's not how logic works.
That's
how logic works. You have to explain the outlier because it's there. It exists. It's not imagined. So I'm saying, like,
if I was there and I had that knife, I would have it too, bro. It is the only like win con. Unless there are magics out there that are like, dude, you have to be a man to get me.
By the way,
fuck off.
By the way, you're jumping at it, it's swatting you away, you get speed blitz. But let me put that to the side for a second. That's a real hunter, you're a guy, right? But let me put that to the side for a second, right? What I'm saying is a glitch, an outlier, or whatever, still exists unless you're saying, dude, no, the laws of reality, they just didn't apply to him that one time, that one moment. Then that's a law to account for. Bro, you know how, like, if you slam your hand into a desk a million times, you can, like, fucking phase through or whatever, all that, like, quantum physics bullshit. Then you just add that to the rule book. That has to be part of it. And so I'm saying, like, okay, bro, do you understand why I'm like, hey, why are you saying it has to be one of these two things? We've been presented the possibility for a third unexplained option. Tunnel effect? Okay. Yes, exactly.
Okay. Don't tunnel effect this. Like, that's not fair.
I would become a woman in an instant. Bro, shut up.
Okay. First of all, hey, honored ones, next time you want to impress everyone, try using big words like titular. Oh my god.
M3D, thank you for
Creams,
ringing
you
for
were
7 months.
such a cinema sin brain motherfucker. What is Cream Sassy? Okay, no, I read
Yeah.
that. Sorry.
M3D, thank you for being a tier 1 for 7 months.
Mhm.
8740 and slips in, and we're ever closer to figuring out Cream's depraved worldview. Unfortunately, we're about 113 away until the point where the puzzle is complete and Caution Glacier has to kill him.
What the fuck is going on?
The point that I'm making, right, is that you're saying it has to be this or that. I'm saying it could be. I'm not saying it could be. Hold on. You're saying it is this or that. I'm saying
actually, it could be. Let me amend it, right? It could be. Hypothetically speaking, it could work like this. Better?
Yeah.
Okay, that's it. So engage hypothetically.
No.
If this were the case, right? You know, Demon asked me about trans men. I think it would work in reverse. I think, right, if it worked like this, and you gave like I said, you gave a random witch a bunch of like HRTD like to transition into a man, they would just lose it, right? This assumes, by the way, one specific thing, and I know what you're gonna say. I know what you're gonna say. You're gonna say, but if they were trans, you know, up here first pre-transition, shouldn't some of these women not have magic at all? And to that, I say, fuck.
Dude, I was just gonna, dude.
Damn.
Let me walk you through something real quick, right?
Mm-hmm.
When you say I think something is the case, right? Mm-hmm. There's typically a reason, right? There's some basis. It doesn't have to be a good reason. It doesn't have to be well thought out. But you're not just saying it's possible. Because if I say, dude, it's possible, actually men can have magic, they haven't tried hard enough. Right? That's possible. And there's nothing you have to deny that as a possibility, whatever.
Okay.
Right? Hold on. And so when you say, I think this is possible, I think this is likely, I think this is something by which we should absolutely engage with, you're saying this is not only possible, but it's at least probable enough to engage with as is an interesting sentiment. It is something like intellectually likely enough, whatever percentage that may be in your head, to consider. And so when I'm pressing you saying why, I'm not saying why does this have to be the case. I'm not asking for you to prove without a shadow of a doubt it is. I'm saying why do you even have an inkling of an idea that this is the case? What in the text gives you the impression, like the faintest idea, that it is bioessentialist because they just describe it as women have magic, men don't, and that is not a bioessentialist term by nature.
How is it not? It literally almost fits that description.
Social construct. Basics.
Not in. I don't think that's the case in Ichi the Witch.
Why?
I don't think that's the case in Ichi the Witch.
Why don't you think that?
Unless there is a non-binary character in the next chapter,
why don't you think? Okay, why?
Dude, deadass, because like real world reason. I don't think Shueisha is letting that slide, dude. I don't think Shueisha is letting that slide. I am operating within the very transphobic framework.
Kirara is fucking. What is Kirara?
He got past the censors. He was successful. I don't think Ichi the Witch has earned that capital yet. I think the way it works is, dude, unless you're literally selling 270 million fucking copies, they're not letting that slide.
Oh my fucking god, you're a bot.
What the fuck
are you talking about? I just gave you the example. A trans woman
another person that did it
in one of the most influential popular battle shonen of the past 10 years that's not getting past the censors. Bro said they let that one slide. Fuck you. Genuinely
the only other person that did was Oda, by the way.
I doubt that's even true. Because I can't think of an example right now, that does not make you right. I'm sure. Bro, isn't fucking... Hold on. Killa's younger sister. Doesn't she literally flip between...
Togashi. That's literally Togashi.
So I've just named, in the span of like 120 seconds...
3 of the most successful mangaka to ever touch that
magazine. By the way, you're polishing my shit because every time I bring up one, you're like, that's an exception, that's an exception, that's an exception.
That's an exception.
What is your basis for them having these censors? Why do you even think they're there? Oh,
Japanese.
Japan? Yeah. You're an idiot. You're an idiot that has no reason to believe... Because, bro, newsflash, a lot of the world is transphobic. Actually, like, a lot of them.
I agree.
I get it, and yet art, including trans people and gay people and black people, exist. Japan, Descartes,
The author could be transphobic.
Descartes.
You don't.
She looks like me. Japan. They're just letting that slide.
Okay, the mangaka could be. I'm just saying. Unless the mangaka is literally like, "Hey, bro, boom, here's a trans character. They have magic." First of all, I'll be vindicated. Second of all, I don't think there is a case against it. Like you say, there's no case for it to be bioessentialism. I don't think there's a case against it because we're not getting that trans character. We're not getting that intersex character.
That's not how you make an argument, dude. You can fly.
Oh
no, you can fly. Prove me wrong.
I can't.
No, prove me wrong. What information do you have to prove that?
I'm trying to fly right now.
No, you can't prove that. Show me. You can't. Yeah, you can't fucking do it. Dude, there's no information for my argument, but there's no information against it. Sure, nigga. Like, who gives a shit?
You sound like a flat earther.
You're an idiot. You're acting like one, bro.
How? Oh my god.
Bro,
oh my god.
I've never seen. No, I'm not in space. I didn't see the curvature of the Earth. And so you can't prove that the Earth is round. Genuinely gargle the whole thing, shaft and all, bro. Because that would be a better use of your mouth than the shit you're talking about right now. Bam.
Whatever. Fuck you. Let's move on. Whatever. No, it's cool. It's cool. No. You don't want to engage with it. You don't want to engage with it. No, it's cool. It's cool.
Shueisha, they were never letting that slide. Examples in which they let that shit. Examples in which they didn't just let it slide. That was the cornerstone of the character. That was what's that? Who's Odin Jr. in Wano, bro?
Okay, that's different. Oda cheated. Also, wait, even if he didn't even need to. Hold on, he's Oda. You know what? Whatever, man. I thought it was like an interesting little thought experiment. You don't want to engage? That's fucking fine.
I did for like how long? Like maybe 20 minutes. That's what this has been. I don't agree with you. Engagement is not. Oh, dude, no, hell yeah, dude. They'd give Ichi estrogen, and then Ichi's magic would go even bigger. Oh. Yeah, bro. That's not what engagement is. Engagement is not just, dude, that was a great idea, bro. One hand or both hands for this one. Like, it's a fucking engagement is, I didn't just disregard you and wave it away. I walked you through why I'm like, why do you think that? I don't know. There's no reason to not think it. Sure, I guess. Then there's no reason. Dude, Ichi's gonna die next chapter.
What do you think that is? Like, what do you think the mechanism is for only women having, like, magic?
Don't know. Because Ichi exists. Nobody knows. Nobody can.
It's a fucking glitch. He literally said, "Oh my god, I'm gonna lose my fucking mind." You say Ichi as if like that is an overarching exception to the entire thing when it was a hyper specific set of circumstances. Yeah. If Gokuraku was there, he would have gotten that hard. He would
maybe. Okay. But like, let's say that's the case, right? Exceptions happen. And so you have to explain that. It may be generally true. For example, Japanese people in cursed energy in JJK. Okay. They're the ones, they're where cursed spirits spawn. They're where this happens. And yet, Miguel exists. And yet, foreign curses exist. You can't just say, dude, that's the outlier. You have to explain, because it still exists.
How is that on me? It is speculation on my part. The mangaka hasn't gotten to that, if they will. However, it is an interesting implication of the power system.
Guy who's halfway through the manga, one, right? Mangaka hasn't gone to that. We don't know that. One, we couldn't know that. We have 30 chapters left to catch up to the ongoing series. You genuine idiot. I don't.
The author on my side. Whatever.
Put that to the side, right? And then it's like, okay, bro, how is that my problem? You're making a point. You're making it a point to bring it up. And so when you do that, it's the most logical thing I could do. Why do you think, if I don't already agree with you, if I don't already have the background logic, I'm going to ask you why. And if you're like, cause why not? I'm going to treat you like you have a sign on your head that says stupid as fuck.
Because logically it follows, right? If the entire history of witches in this world has been women exclusively, right? And Ichi's been the only exception because he found the one loophole by finding the one magic that can possibly like give any man magic. That doesn't. It's still like to me. It implies that the first line of logic, where magic is a woman exclusive thing, stands true. It is not a thing that is shaken. It just means there is a single way, a single exception. If Ichi dies, right, the exception of getting Urabara's heart is like remains. So that means me or you can theoretically walk up to him while he's sleeping, stab, 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 boom, we're witches. That's what I think it is. To me, that is my reading of it. I think there is nothing else special about Ichi as far as magic is concerned to get him to that point.
Complete rules cannot be broken like that. If I say all humans are mortal and then there is a person that is immortal, you can't say that anymore. It like, no longer proves to be true.
He drank like the one serum that gives
then
somebody immortality.
No longer proves to be true. It is not. It is not accurate. If it is, dude, that a part of the definition of being a human is that you die, and then someone that is human doesn't die, then they're either not human or humans aren't necessarily mortal. So witches.
That's true. I don't think it has to be a contrivance.
It's not a contrivance, it's an addendum, which means the rule isn't a matter of fact. It means there is a caveat, and there is a caveat. It is not a complete absolute. That's what I'm saying. Humans are, without exception, mortal. The moment a motherfucker is like, I've been alive forever, and they're human, humans aren't necessarily mortal. A lot of humans are. Most humans are. 99% of humans are. But it is not a rule of the universe.
Because there is one hyper-specific cosmic to get immortal.
Fabric.
You're not born immortal.
Great.
You could still say 100% of people are born not immortal.
Is that what the tagline you read? Is that what it said? It said all witches are they're like. Is that what it said? Is that what it said? Yes or no? Because you added shit.
All women can use magic. That is what it said, right? Except for Ichi the Witch, who found a fucking loophole. Okay, but that's the only guy.
Then the rule don't work no more.
The immortal guy is still the only immortal guy. It might as well. The fact might as well remain unchanged.
Might as well is not is. Those are different things. God. Dude. It's so statistically impossible to win the lottery. It might as well not be able to happen. It fucking happens.
Once. It happened once under a very specific set of circumstances.
Two things. Once that we know, once that the characters know, once so far. Just for that point. Also, once happened. It's not like a dude, what if a man was a witch? No, nigga, a man was a witch. That's what happened. It is the case that it happened.
The question is there a way to make men like compatible with magic? Is there a way to give them the magic proficiency by tricking the power system, or not even tricking, but like into being like, hey, we can just
and listen, right? Cool. If you ask that question and leave it open, maybe, right? You're the one saying it's the estrogen. And I'm like, why? Because it could very easily be the social identification, right? You're saying it exclusively, which doesn't even really work. Because if it is the sex, right? I don't think that changes when you take estrogen.
But we don't know. Okay, if it's the sex, right?
What
that still means like people who are assigned male at birth can get magic by that logic, right? And we haven't seen that yet. So
walk me through it. Walk me through the logic there, right? What do you think it is, actually? What do you add? You're saying it is influenced by the gender or the sex?
I'm saying no. In either case, right?
No. I'm not asking you to either or. I'm asking you what you're when you came into the argument, what you were advocating for. Are you saying the power system judges it by gender or by sex?
I think it judges it by, like, I don't know, like a midi-chlorian type of thing. Like there is some like I don't know what
That's
the fuck.
So convenient. That's so
because
convenient.
the only fucking difference between being a man and a woman is just so like how much testosterone you fucking have, right? Like if I'm just like,
why are you? That's actually a transphobic thing to say. The only thing that differentiates you between you're a man or a woman is how much estrogen or testosterone you have.
The shit that they like use to assign you at birth is what I'm talking about.
They don't. Broken Ronin had, that's not even what they use, bro. I'm pretty sure they just look like, oh, what are their genitals? That's it. Why, like, it's not even, like, good transphobic science, right? I don't even know if that exists, but it's not even well thought out, because I don't think they do that, one. And two, it's like, in order for it to be the metachlorine count, it's so convenient that it is just the hormones. It's not anything else that, like, physically, that bioessentially, transphobic argument, bioessentially does
Our
it.
system is bioessential. That's what I am losing my fucking mind.
Okay,
because
no,
bro,
stop. Freeze frame. Stop.
Oh my god.
Stop for a second. Think. No. Dead ass. Walk with me. The power system is bioessentialist. That's not hold on, please. It's not a speculation. You're stating that as a matter of fact, yes?
That is what the manga says.
Walk me through the logic now.
Only women can use magic. That is a thing that gets constantly reinforced, right? Mm-hmm. They double down on that and say every aspect of life, right, only has women, like, as magic users.
Okay.
Except for Ichi the Witch, right?
Okay, let's ignore that for a second. What's the difference between a woman and a female? What do you think the difference is?
I don't know how the manga defines that.
You said it is. You said the manga posits it as bioessentialist. What is the difference between a woman and a female? Is a woman a female in every case?
I don't think the manga even bothers to make that distinction.
No. You don't get to speculate
from
anymore.
The
You're saying it is the case. Your speculation is not needed. What is the case? Not what. I don't want you to read between the lines. Read the lines. What does it say? Does it say only females are born with magic, or does it say women? I'm gonna fucking fuck.
It says women, but you know damn well. Why are you? This is a false equivalency, you fucking idiot. The manga isn't gonna say. Oh, are you actually fucking dead ass? Like, I know. This is such bad faith arguing, dude. Holy shit. You know this manga isn't going to make that distinction.
Nigga, no, I don't. No, I don't.
Why are you're shooting so much bail. You're shooting so much bail to this fucking manga. And it's like, it's genuinely fucking baffling.
You're presuming bigotry when there's no reason to. What basis do you have to presume that?
Bigotry is the default. Holy shit, dude. For all you know, this mangaka. For all you know,
the default.
For all you know, this mangaka could be a fucking psycho. You don't know that.
Is the default. No, it isn't. That is such a warped, dumbass worldview. Bigotry is the default. Might be one of the wonkiest things you've ever fucking said in your life.
Okay, if I am reading any kind of manga or whatever the fuck, right? I assume in the back of my mind, the most puritanical Japanese, like, societal worldview, right? And then it undoes that as I keep reading to, like, however many layers, right? That is what maybe that's my bias. Maybe
it is. It's not maybe. It 100% is. And here's the thing, right? If you want to read it like that, I'm not your father. I'm not you, bro. I'm not your inner demon. I'm not gonna fucking. No, you actually shouldn't read it like that. I don't give a shit. You are projecting that in a point of conversation that you're making to be the case. And when I'm questioning it, you're like, dude, obviously that's what we all do. No, nigga, that's not what we all do. You don't get to say, dude, I look at the world this way, and because I do, we all, bro, dude, the horizon, that shit don't curve, bro. And because we all see it that way, and none of us have science degrees, we all think the earth is flat. No, bro. No, man. You don't get to put that forward as the idea. Do you, oh, God, bro, holy shit.
You are as right as me. That's the shit that's blowing my mind.
That's a dumb
Whether you assume
argument.
bigotry or whether you assume progressiveness, it is okay. Oh my god.
You just read it. You just go into it neutral. The manga will tell you very, very quickly. And if it doesn't tell you, then you just assume neutrality. I don't assume progressiveness is the norm, no more than I presume it just is. People just are, and then you come into it, right? I'm not going to say there aren't flags that can make you think this way or this way about one person or the other. I'm not going to, like, gaslight you and say that's not possible. I'm saying I'm going into a manga where I don't know who these authors are. I don't know what their work is. I don't fucking know them from whoever the fuck. I go into it, I read it. None of them said, you stupid fucking nigga, blah, 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 slur, 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 slur,
Okay,
right?
bro.
Damn, I have no reason to believe they're bigoted right this second. I don't know anything about them that leads me to that conclusion. In fact, if we're being honest, I have reason to believe kind of the opposite. There may be a liberal. That's a black woman as like front and center in your manga? Holy shit. Wow, that's crazy. Didn't know y'all did that. Like, that would be the point you would make. It's like, cool. I'm not saying, oh, dude, they do this, which means they're this, this, and this. I don't fucking know. But to go into it and be like, not only do I assume that, if you want to assume that, I really don't give a shit. I don't care. But to then say the logic has to follow because of this assumption that has no basis with this work, bro, you're not engaging meaningfully because you don't think that way is blowing my shit. It's imploding it.
This was meant to be like a, hey man, if you got estrogen out on the streets, would men just take it, and then B, would it give them magic? That was basically the extent of what this conversation was supposed to encompass. By the way, you fucking getting on my nuts at every turn about this. Putting that aside, right? It also assumes such, like, I don't know, benevolence, I guess, on the part of the mangaka. And Demon, I did see your question. I do have this attitude towards everything that I see. It is to prove a negative, right? Whenever I see this crap, because I don't assume the person writing most art that I see is like a fucking like super hyper progressive person. That is a thing that is proven because it is not the default fucking settings. Like, it is not the default conditioning people are prone to. Like,
okay. No. You're generalizing. Cool. I don't give a shit. If I tell you, walk outside, point at a person random, right? Say they are a bigot. As a matter of fact, put your life on it. Would you do that?
No.
But most people are bigots, bro. Shut up for a second. Understand what you just said. Rewind.
Oh my god.
Rewind.
Oh my god.
So, you're positing it as if it's true, not as if it's possible. You said the manga. I'll
fucking amend it. Okay,
the manga is bioessentialist.
I get the impression it is bioessentialist. I don't think if the mangaka was particularly like trans exclusive, they wouldn't have that addressed. I don't think that when the mangaka is writing this, they say females or like assigned female at birth because they just say women. That's what I think, right? That is the bias that I assume going into this. I don't think they think about that. To me, to ask the question, oh, obviously this person is like trans exclusive, it is such a like why that is already a minority of people, unfortunately. Why would I give the author why would I give them the fucking flowers for that? When, like, by the way, they haven't done anything to show me the opposite.
Guy who didn't give them flowers, by the way. Guy who just said, why do you think that? And it came back to assumption. There is no foundation in engaging. There is nothing in the text, because at every turn you try to use it, that's not what the text says, right? And that's fine. Our interpretations of art are not entirely based in, like, the reality. This character said this word and so this. But for you to say it chest out, right? This is the case. And all that the foundation of this house is sand of thoughts and opinions and extrapolations and assumptions. I'm not on your... The conversation didn't start with me, dude, that's transphobic. The thought was why. And a couple of whys regressed us to I think, I assume. What about what you're shown? Nothing about it leads to that. I wonder why he doesn't immediately agree with me. He must be dick riding.
Obviously, it's my fucking opinion. Obviously, I'm assuming. Obviously, it's my reading. You wanting me to use completely subjective language for the first time.
You don't get to. No. You don't get to do that, because I asked you, are you figuring when you said the manga was bioessentialist? I actually did this on purpose. I asked you damn near verbatim. Is that what it says, or is that what you're assuming? You said that's what it says. I actually got you to distinctly delineate between your opinion
God.
and what you're saying is the case. You chose the latter, and now you're like, obviously it's my opinion. No, nigga, because I asked you to be clear, and you were clear.
My
You're walking it
fucking
back because
God.
obviously it isn't.
Why on earth would they? You read the same chapters that I did. You know they didn't say like females are assigned female at birth. You know that, and like the part that's fucking frying me is you pretend that you don't know what I mean, and that's the part that's pissing me off, dude.
Me knowing that you're being like, oh, dude, everybody's a bad person. Bigotry is the default. Dumbass opinion, by the way.
It's sidestepping the fucking point.
No, it's not. It's addressing your point head on and fucking demolishing that shit. Because it's ass. It's genuinely, from the top to the bottom, literal shit. It's actual shit. It's actual feces. It's excrement. It's built on nothing but, like, this pessimistic view of everybody that creates our evil. Nigga, don't read it. If you're engaged, oh, dude, everybody that makes art is evil, and I'm gonna walk into it, hell yeah. Bro, fucking Yusuke Murata. Let me get your bro. I think you hate black people. I think you hate gay people. I think you hate trans people. Here's some of my money, bro. That's my actual assumption. You said that. My actual assumption going into it. Did Yusuke Murata say, bro, Black Lives Matter? Nah, still gave him your money. Crazy. It's a crazy admission of like, you don't give a shit then either, or maybe you shouldn't go into it assuming everybody is the most evil, right-wing, fucking crazy person on the planet until they give you a reason to believe so. It's just, damn, bro, what color is this wool? I don't know. Dye it for me. Pick one. You gotta show me.
What do you want from me right now? What do you want from me? Like dead ass, what do you want from me?
I don't want anything from you. We're good.
It's cool. No, it's cool. My bad. Dumb hypothetical, right? I'll take 5, bro. I'll be back.
Holy shit. Oh, God, bro. Holy fuck. God. Wasn't, God. I did not come into Ichi the Witch discussions thinking, holy fuck, it's up. This is the one, guys. Wow. Fuck. So, thoughts. Let's see. Let me get into some of mine. Jesus Christ. Hold on. Yeah, I have not looked at chat a single time here. Give me 1 second. I lost 10 years of my life, and probably cup size has probably been shrunk from this debate. Yeah, no, I'm glad y'all had a good time. You know who I think of first when I think of racist, transphobic, misogynistic people? Artist. That was peak content? I guess, yeah. Oh, God, bro. Fuck. And I gotta use the bathroom after, so when he gets back, I'll let him kind of get his shit off or whatever. He can kind of explain himself or not explain himself. Who gives a shit, right? But I'll tell y'all what grinded my gears is not the argument. I'm cool with the argument. It's like it's the fucking the trigger word for me. I don't know if y'all could tell was you're not engaging. Like, dude, you're being disingenuous. I fucking blow up, right? I know me. I know what disingenuous me feels like. It's worse. Yeah, I don't know. Yeesh. Listen, I'll say Ichi the Witch is a manga full of personality, and it's like really lighthearted, and like that just had us fucking go at it. Apparently, I don't know. Yeah. I think this discussion stemmed from the obtuse hypothetical and estrogen as a magic mechanic. Yeah. Thoughts on Descaros? Descaros is really fucking cool, man. She's really dope. She's really dope. She's really dope. I like her. I think she's funny. I actually took a screenshot of one of the panels where I think it's Ororo is like kind of like clowning on her. It's when Ichi and I think her name is Mugi are talking, and she's like, "Oh damn, do you feel left out?" And he does this really funny. Just hits the like starter track position, runs in, jumps into the conversation. She's like a really cool character. I fuck with her. I fuck with her. Yeah. This is a definitely top three heated debates on the pod. I only caught the end of it. It might be number one. I think we were arguing the topic for actual like 30 minutes. I, yeah, I don't know. Um, oof, a fucking conversation and a half. Hell yeah, hell yeah. Love that. That was super nice. Whew. This is so insane for fucking Ichi. Who's gonna apologize first? Let me find my center. 35 minutes. Oh, that's great. This is great. I love the book club choice so far. World Hater versus Descaris going to be the new Gojo versus Sukuna. On Creams is nuts. Nah, I don't think so. One thing I will say for Descaris is like, I kind of wish that her strongest rep could be pronounced a bit more. I don't know if it's necessarily something that like we get to see later or whatever. And maybe it's just like some level of like hype moment and or expectation. But I really do feel like they say she's the strongest witch. But a lot of the times, and maybe this is a good thing, I don't know. She's put in situations where she can't really strut her stuff. And I'd like to see her strut her stuff. You know, that could just be an impatience thing. I want to see it soon. But yeah. I'm making an edit of this whole discussion. Oh, that's great. All right, my bathroom break. I'll be back.
No, thanks for the 100 bits, Cosmo Glazer. I knew I was correct in my assumption that this book club would either truly make or break Honored Ones. It's making it crazy so far, way more fun. This would make or break us? Why? What were the stakes? World Hater versus Descaras. I'm just gonna say Des, right? World Hater versus Des finna be the new Gojo versus Sukuna on Cream's Nuts. They already fought. Oh my god. I don't know why I have to sacrifice it. Dude, if I got magic powers on estrogen, I'd be fighting for it a lot harder. This is definitely top 3 most heated debates on the pod. I only caught the end there, but it might be number 1. I don't know, man. Like, it was like the discussion was literally just supposed to be, okay, if it's like a midichlorian thing that you can kind of like cheese, because it's not actually meant to be fucking like about people who are genuinely trans, right? The premise of the hypothetical for me was like, okay, you invent estrogen, right? And you're like, hey, for people like independently for its intended use, right? For actual like hormone replacement therapy, and like if you're like a guy or something in the Ichi the Witch world, and you see like people transitioning and like losing or gaining magic powers, like it wouldn't be like a huge leap of logic to say, okay, then the correlation is obviously like some kind of biological determinism. And like to explain the amount of assumptions like going into that is like, I don't know, I felt like it was just disingenuous on his end to like fucking interrogate me at every step, because like, okay, obviously it's a series of of like different assumptions leading up to that. So like, why is he on my fucking nuts about it? Creams, you don't know enough about this stuff, so actually participate in a conversation this cerebral. And you know what? I never will again. That's on me. That's truly on me. That was actually a miserable fucking experience, man. Fuck. Creams being low-key transphobic. My god, my god. Oh, I'm so fucking tired, boss. You know what? If that's how it came off, I'm genuinely sorry. It is not how I meant it. Fuck. My like it's that's gonna be the first and last time. I understand your creams, but when you see a story like that, you can think, okay, author might at any moment say that trans women are not real women and only biological women can be mages. But listen, even if you're skeptical, I think a black woman being an important character, the strongest of the verse, gives you some assurance that mangaka is probably progressive. I appreciate the kindness, or like, but also like J.K. Rowling, just, she pretends to not be racist, but like we know she's transphobic. Like J.K. Rowling probably tell you, oh hey, I'm as liberal as they come, but like turfs are, that's a term for a reason. Like I don't know, like people aren't always operating with like complete intersectionality. Like you have people of like all ages, races, and creeds who are who are very unsympathetic to an issue or another. Like just because you're, I don't know, like Indian or something, right, doesn't mean you care about Asian hate. Like I don't want to offer up that charitability to every single fucking person with a pulse just because they're not a bigot about one particular item on their sheet. Whatever. To the Carrara joke, you're definitely on thin ice. We've gone from neutral to wary, beware. And you know what? That's on me. Let me pull it all the way back. Again, sorry. It actually won't happen again. Like dead ass, it will never happen again. And Draco, you're right. It does sound really bad when I say triggering the magic system. That was poor phrasing. That's my fault. Sorry.
Okay, so let's see. First arc, we kind of talked about Ichi. We talked about Descaris. Let's see. I'd say that the Gokuraku arc was the longest of the entire manga. How'd you feel about that one? How'd you feel about that? Him as a side character and all that.
I really fucked with him. Fallen Prince archetype, always a fun little one to get into. I thought the magic in particular was really interesting because like them, like the village, the town, city, it was pretty big, are like having it as a local deity and like preventing the witches from inspecting it was like added a really interesting layer to like the international incident aspect. It also I think one of the cooler things about the world is the bureaucracy of all the witch leagues, like them being sort of private but like sort of like public serving was really interesting. So they do have to like navigate the political stuff because they probably represent larger organizations and nations. It's just, I don't know. It was like it all of that added a lot of like tension to the whole thing, and I wonder if like down the line that's going to be a more contentious like topic between like different witch leagues or whatever. Um, and as for Gokuraku, I thought he was a really interesting character. His little line about like I'm still fuck, what was it? Let me pull it up. It was, I can't remember if it was just chapter 40 or 41. Oh yeah, where he kind of is like, yeah, I may be banished, but I'm still technically royalty. On behalf of all Kagami, thank you for you saved our country. A, he calls it the original name. B, he still kind of identifies with his like royalty, despite kind of being shunned. So like whether or not he kind of comes, I think like this guy's clearly a fucking like brilliant inventor, right? And I really hope that that is like his wildness or whatever is more a symptom of his circumstance than it is like how he would normally operate. Because Ichi really seems like heavily indexed on the circumstance thing. Like he had to adapt, and that's just kind of like why he is the way he is. But like for Gokuraku, he was just like really fucking like on a single-minded mission. And now that it's over, I kind of hope like, hey bro, get back to the drawing board. The world needs you.
Yeah. Yeah.
Make prosthetics.
Yeah. I thought it was cool. I like I can't remember what it was called when he would like what was the synchronization with like the magic in his body. I thought that was cool. Like it was just it's always just cool to see someone in a world where like some level of, like magic or a unique power system or whatever is like a pretty big deal. It's always cool when a character is just kind of like a very simple, a simple like kind of brawler type. It adds nice contrast. It's cool. Um, yeah, Tessera, like Damon said, as for the summary, it's just like in a world where only women can become witches and use magic, Ichi's the exception, and then we kind of follow his journey throughout the story. Yeah, not only like just being a witch, but hunting down magics and keeping order and all that other witch stuff. That first chapter will give you a pretty good summation of what to expect. Maybe those first three. Um, but yeah, that's kind of how I see it. Gokuraku is a funny name to me because that's two letters off another manga I've been reading. Yeah. That is the other manga not called Gokuraku though. Straight up, I thought that's what it was. I thought it was called a Gokuraku guy or whatever. Hold on, let me look that up. Cause yeah, it did. Whenever yeah, Gokuraku guy. Yeah, it did remind me of that as well, in terms of naming. Um, but yeah. I haven't read Gokuraku guy. I've heard it's like all right. I don't hear too many like great things about it aside from like people liking the art. But yeah, I thought Gokuraku was like cool. He didn't wow me as much as Ichi, nor am I like as moved by him as I am like Descartes. Like I said, he's a cool character. He just hasn't moved me excuse me any particular way one way or the other. His relationship to Ichi is nice. Like what it does, I feel for Ichi's character, at least getting to see interesting or new sides of him is a cool thing. But like the core of his like narrative himself is just like to me it's probably like one of the most like bog standard parts of Ichi the Witch. It just didn't wow me all that much. Um, I will say things that did wow me though. The art generally does, with the exception of like one colored page, or I guess two colored pages. Chapter 36. That felt super weird, and maybe not. Maybe it's obviously an intentional decision, but that felt like the kind of you see Twitter um like manga colorists like do. It felt I don't know. It felt weird in that respect. Um, but in any case, I thought it was cool. I think the art is really well done. The action isn't anything crazy, but there are like really nice spreads. I think it focuses a lot on the character expressions and stuff like that. Um, and I think it comes through the most obviously with Ichi and Descartes. There's some like really cool shots to focus on. Um, I don't know what to expect in terms of like tonal shifts and or um, what else am I looking for? And or like overarching like narrative stuff in terms of like the world eater, the world hater magic and everything like that. Um, but I can presume that in the near future we're getting some more stuff with Descartes and her brother and what happened there, and maybe just like ingratiating ourselves more with like the sort of like which uh, society at large. But yeah.
Did you fuck with like any of the like characters like super heavy,
Mm-hmm.
like just backstory wise, like demeanor wise,
I
power
did.
wise even?
Did I fuck with any of the characters?
Like particularly, like do you have
Aside
like a
from the main
standout?
two, um, yeah. Aside from like Ichi and Des, like as a
Who would you prefer of the two? Like Des is like a clear.
yeah, Descartes is
Okay.
cooler. Just overall, like we were including like powers and stuff like that. That line where the world hater magic is like, dude, or the god of magics. He's like, dude, how many fucking magics have you acquired? And she's like, oh, I
Hmm.
don't know, I lost count. I was like, damn, I think I love you. What the fuck? So that was tight. That was cool. Um,
The world hater, the world hater, is that the
I
world
think it,
destroyer?
yeah.
What was it?
He's also known as the god of magic, so I kind of just flip
Yeah.
between.
What did you think of him? Because I thought it was like a very interesting dynamic. Because like if you think about it, he's basically just like a glorified cursed spirit,
Hmm.
right? Um, so I the prophecy says that he'll never be like consumed.
Hmm.
But like, I mean, like, so do they just like hold him somewhere or what? Because like to me, it's sort of okay. Let's say Ichi does like beat him, right? Holds
Hmm.
him. He just gets back out again, right? Like, all things considered, uh, if Ichi lives to 100 years old, right? It's a
Hmm.
relatively short amount of time, right? Like, you just go back to where you started.
I guess so. I guess that's what happens. Yeah. For a guy called World Hater, he's surprisingly emotionless. I thought it was cool, or rather, I thought like once again, it's kind of what I feel like for all characters that are not Ichi and Desuka. It's like Okuraku, um, is maybe a budding exception, but it's like it's very obviously a sort of like two-man show, or two-character show, in respect to that. Um, but yeah, I mean, the World Hater. I think there were a few things, a few expressions that it had pulled, like when after Ichi like stabbed it in the neck, and it was like, damn, bro, that was kind of tough. Like that expression it had, that like smile. I thought that was cool. Maybe there's like some level of like greater desire there, in some respect, but I don't know. It was cool. It was cool. It seems like an antagonist that is very willing to quickly um, respect strength, is kind of what it felt like. Because immediately seeing Des and the World Hater be like, "Damn, not gonna lie, you're kind of tough, gang. You kind of strong. You kind of decapitated me or whatever. That was kind of cool. That was kind of aura. Um, is like an interesting thing. You typically see like presumably endgame antagonists kind of like dismiss characters initially, and you got to work up to that. But he seems pretty willing. Like it's just a matter of fact that like, yeah, you're pretty strong. It doesn't really matter because I just like erase shit. I just disappear it. But yeah, um, yeah, and yeah, and Draco, that's kind of the feeling I get when reading Ishi, is that it feels like it's going to be a while before we get like a very focused, overarching narrative that we're pushing towards quickly. But I don't know. Um, yeah, it feels very ambivalent, um, like wandering, just kind of like moving through the creek, and we find what we find, what we find. So yeah, yeah. Overall, I'd say Ichi's pretty good. I don't know if it's
Mm-hmm.
crossed into the 7 out of 10 threshold for me, so I'll keep it like at a 6. Um, Looking forward to reading more chapters though. By next week, honestly, let's see if we're at 41 right now. Yeah, we should probably be caught up in terms of yeah, in terms of chapters. What's it at, 73? So
It'll be 74 next week.
yeah, yeah. So we should be caught up
No,
on.
no, it'll be 75.
Gotcha.
It's 74 now. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, yeah.
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 Very respectable. It's still kind of coming into its own.
Mhm.
Do
Yeah,
we? I think do we just put up the poll next week?
yeah.
Oh wait, we're not streaming next week. Fuck.
Oh yeah. Um.
Shit. Let me get back to you on if that's like definitive.
Gotcha. Gotcha.
But
Okay.
yeah.
Mm-hmm.
But for the week after, exactly.
Hell yeah.
Yeah, we're gonna do that one
Excelsior.
next stream,
We're,
chat.
we're gonna read.
Next
We're gonna read Ichi the
stream.
Witch off stream, chat. Off stream. Um. But yeah.
Fuck.
Yeah. 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 Let's let's see. This is festering kind of hidden. But yeah.
Mm.
Do. Yeah. I'm trying to see. Gokuraku arc is sort of due to a lot of toxic emotions for him. In particular, he harbors some toxic masculinity towards his sister. Not in a way that's like outright bigoted, but in the way he assumes that she cannot handle a lot of the burdens placed on her. Um. Oh, is that no? Yeah, that's Gokuraku guy, I guess, not Gokuraku. Um. My fault. My fault. Um. Wait, why y'all's ain't streaming? B, are you going to Italy, right? No, that's Italy and Sicily is not why we're not streaming next week.
I
That
miss Sicily.
that's for a different time.
Oh fuck.
Yeah, 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 yeah. I'll make sure to check in because Kashima Glazer, you said You said you're Sicilian, right? You have Sicilian heritage. I'll make sure to check in. I think Hansel's been to Italy too, so I'll make sure to get pointed in the right direction. Hell yeah! Just when I thought I was out, they pulled me back
Are you
in.
back in? Fuck, Mazane, I didn't know you were cool like that. What the fuck? Wait, what are you referencing? The Godfather or Sopranos? There's a
Probably,
difference.
I mean, both some of probably the most like acclaimed pieces of media like ever. Um,
Yeah, but like
I think he's
one
probably
is just definitively cooler.
yeah. Have you watched The Godfather?
No.
Yeah, I figured. You didn't strike me as a guy who watched The Godfather.
It's on
Um,
my list. I'll get around to it.
yeah, I think Mozane is watching Sopranos. Um,
Oh, bet. Okay, awesome. That's the right
yeah.
opinion anyway.
Ita the expert. I was there for a massive 5 days. Hell yeah! So that basically means you know the country inside and out.
Type
Um,
shit, type shit.
yeah,
Hansel, how do I have more experience in Italy than you? That's
Italy.
crazy. Take a train. Like, you live next door.
Hell yeah. Yo, nah, nothing. You're funny, bro. Um,
Creams don't do that. I'm Sicilian. Don't mock Italy, Creams. You're good though, BR. Okay. I ate pasta yesterday. I'm certified Italian.
taken
Taken
underwater.
underwater.
Damn.
Right, UK water. Wait, no, you have trains that connect to the mainland. Why are you gaslighting me? They figured
Ireland
out
is an island.
they figured out the water problem, Hansel. Don't let me pull up your city map right now.
Come on, bro. Pull up your city map as if you're not just gonna like roll over and ask her where. I guess if you're not just gonna like roll your chair back and be like, hey, yeah. Ireland is not the UK. Those are what she said.
God, bro, what is it about this fucking stream? Holy shit, am I cursed?
Did bro just threaten to dox? Nah, chill. That's locked.
No?
Um, you
Dude,
whole
hell reading.
fucker. Shit. Not gonna lie, got your ass.
That's not fair. You can't say that. You can't say that to me. Please. Please. Relax, Hansel.
Red to
Cursed.
filth.
By the way, like, white flag. Please stop.
Yeah.
Creams, I hate you. You're a filthy racist. My bad. I'll work on that too. Clearly, I got some shit on my list I got to tackle.
Hell yeah, bro. Hell yeah. Nope. What? Oh, we read the same chat, right?
Cream's only goal is that hole.
Yeah, I wasn't prompting you to read it.
Filthy racist who can't even use woke jutsu.
Yeah.
Oh fuck.
I was almost gonna ask, yo, chat, anything we should look out for on these new Ichi the Witch chapters, but I just realized I don't want to know. But yeah, let's see.
I'm not gonna lie, man. That was a really taxing interaction. I'm like, because Hansel was like, oh, it might be top 3.
Mm-hmm.
Honor ones like us yelling at each other.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm thinking about the other 2. What were the other ones where we got like this? There was the water one,
Dude,
the tree one.
In my opinion, I feel like we get like this quite often. In my head, the thoughts that were going through my head having that conversation with you are not like, they're not like, it's not to say we have that every pod, right? But I'm like, water, tree, auto configuration. Like I feel like we have those like genre of conversation on a semi-frequent basis. I don't know if it gets to that like extent, but yeah. Baki babies. No, but we were in agreement on Baki
Yeah.
babies. That it's not just a hypothetical. It's one in which we take opposing stances hard as fuck. Let's see. Hey, BR, Daredevil Born Again Season 2 drops next week. Can you please get a Disney Plus account? You're fucking rich. Daredevil Born Again. Nobody wants to watch that shit, bro.
Dude, I watched that first season. That was rough. If Disney won the tug of war in season 2, that is genuinely going to be unwatchable.
Yeah, I'll be dead ass, bro. I do not care about Daredevil and in ginormous, gigantic 2026. I might the closest I'd be willing to get that is rewatching the Netflix series because I remember liking that, and I don't remember season 3 like at all. But
Season 3 was fine. I think season 2 really peaked. The Punisher one. I thought they were good, like back and forth.
yeah, yeah.
Let me see.
Heat on being unbeatable. Okay,
That wasn't an argument though.
but it had the same flavors of what the fuck are you talking about? Why does being immortal mean you beat everyone? Um, by the way, the next read he'd be introduced to like 2 other Akatsuki members that fuck him up. That's so funny. Um, yeah.
Oh man.
Minato. Oh, okay. The Minato versus Pain one was probably closer because you were like, bro, does that just make everybody who's not fucking Minato like a pussy? Like you were like, is Pain just like just Pain just not mean anything? And I was like, yeah, bro, he's not top 10. Sorry. Yeah. The apple doesn't fall far from the tree argument was funny. Yeah. Prime Haruzen. Fuck. Yeah.
Like Hansel, like you're an honored ones historian. What's your Demon 2? Like, what do you guys think is the top 3?
Yeah.
By the way, Creams, I know you were on Twitter during the pod. You liked my Leon Kennedy repost. You get notifications for that? Also, no, I wasn't. No, I wasn't. No, I wasn't.
Yeah, remember that time BR said something and Creams was listening? Okay, that happens a lot too. If that counts as like an argument, then yeah, that happens quite frequently. Minecraft, you keep like breaking and entering. That's quite annoying.
That's different.
Yeah. The New York glaze getting to me. That was
Oh,
also one,
yeah. I just don't think I can contribute to the cultural capital of my city.
Yeah. So fucking stupid, bro. Actually got me out of my square, bro. Like it's so fucking stupid, bro. I was like, fuck you. Yeah, I was real life mad. The PewDiePie one, yeah, it's another one. But I was more mad at Mikey. Like Creams
I just had
got
her
some
on.
of the heat because he was all like Mikey and Creams were trying to have a threesome with PewDiePie. But Mikey was obviously getting focused on and Creams joining. I was like, dude, y'all are both disgusting. But he was just kind of like off. Maybe he was in the chair. It was just a bad one all around for sure. Yeah, nah. Yeah, fuck.
Oh man. The PewDiePie one. That's top 1 for you. That's a surprising pick. What about you, Demon?
I was pretty mad. I was pretty fucking mad, bro. I was actually really heated.
Creams, what borough do you live in? I want to know so I can avoid it when I move to NYC. Aren't you European?
No,
That's
I
crazy.
think she has some one. I think people can move even if they live in Europe. And 2, I think she just said like she has Sicilian heritage. I don't know. I'm not a historian. Yeah, the reading blew out of order. Where you're like, yeah, bro. I mean, at the end of the chapter, the ball bounced off the off Gagamaru. I was like, what the fuck? Yeah.
Oh fuck, Cat Cow. That one's a good cut. BR spent
Yeah.
like 5 minutes explaining his stance on something with ego, and then Creams immediately after he finished said, "So what's your opinion on the thing you just explained?"
Yeah.
Dude, one of the most embarrassing tapes to spin back for me. I saw that VOD after, and it was literally the next line. I was just out of it or some shit. Holy fuck. I did not comprehend a single word you said.
I remember when Creams was about to listen to Chatter's voice messages, but BR fucking snapped midstream. That one doesn't jog the memory.
I don't know. I'm not a historian.
Does that
You can.
does that remind you of anything? The voice messages one.
No, I didn't even know did we do that? Is that a thing we did?
They're saying I interrupted it because I got upset.
What?
I don't know.
I don't.
It was probably like,
I don't remember that.
Dude, are you gonna listen to them without like screening it or something? I don't know. How many skills could you master result in a bit of a shouting match after you revealed how little you care about your supposed co-host, never asking about his art? Have you started doing that, by the way?
Yes.
He's getting better.
Dude, we're about to get into that after stream. Like, come on.
You didn't ask. I told you.
You
It's okay,
said
bro.
you were gonna tell me.
Yeah,
you said you were gonna tell me.
Yeah,
What,
no, you're good, bro. You're good. You're good, man. Honored Ones react to old Honored Ones segment pitch idea. It's gotta literally has to be your greatest hits. Otherwise, we're boring.
Yeah.
It's easy to become an Olympian. That sounds like some shit he could say.
No, I didn't say that shit.
Dude, put your life on that right now. Actually, I want you to mean it, bro. You didn't say that. Let's go.
It's still statistically likely. I can't rule myself out.
Yeah, I would be like, yeah, he said that. The dude, isn't Isagi world class already? Fuck, move me. One that's still my favorite, Kenjaku's 1v4ing Yuta, Maki, Kashimo, Hikari. He's got that for sure.
Was that an argument though, or was that a lively discussion?
Dude, pet peeve, right? Arguments are just whenever you don't agree with a person and you have a conversation about it. Arguments can be heated, they don't have to be. But, like, if you're like, dude, bread is good, and I'm like, bread is bad, and we sit here at this volume for the next 10 minutes, we just argued. That's just my perspective on it.
I remembered one that time Cream said Iori's flashback was one of the best in JJK.
Fuck.
Oh, that's a deep cut. Fuck, Demon. That was just a slip of the tongue, man. That was a. I gotta get better at those.
Oh, yeah, Cream's played a Shatter's voice line Lemon, I think, without asking at all. Oh, interesting. Oh, Cream just made the decision to do it on stream without consulting BR at all while he was sitting there. Got you. When Cream's almost flashed porn on stream.
That wasn't an argument, though.
Yeah, nah.
That was just a low point. I don't know if you guys are going through highlights or lowlights by the sound of these.
Oh, I remember that one Twitter 2-minute sketch Creams was screening while BR was talking. Oh, yeah.
Dude, I'm not a child.
All I'm remembering, I think those are the words you probably used, bro. I think, like, screening it for us to watch or something, it was probably like...
Oh, okay.
That's probably the lie you conjured up. What this is reinforcing, like what we said when we were driving, bro, when you were like, oh, man, I hope that makes you feel better talking to me about your day. I was like, yeah. It makes me think, damn, bro. More disrespect. Honestly, just to get it back. Just to even the scale, bro.
Why?
We just read 30 chats as to why, bro. Half of these are, remember when Creams was doing X while BR was talking? That's half of these. That's half of the reminiscence.
Yo, can I ask you a bit of a metaphysical question? Just I want to pick your brain. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
How come, like, and I really want you to, like, I genuinely am asking you, searching your heart of hearts, and, like, actually come up with a meaningful answer. How come you don't have as many flubs, bro? Like, why is this all me? Like, actually present a theory if you have one.
So there are, like, two primary options that come to mind, right?
Okay.
I'm going to choose to say one of them.
Okay.
No, let me rethink. Wheel spin. Hold on. Let me think again. BR, were you mad when Creams couldn't keep up with the push-ups as the second donation stream? I wasn't mad, but I was like, fuck, I did a lot of push-ups. I want him to do as many push-ups. But that's like it's not really like it's not a thing to get mad at, to be honest. Okay, let me think. Well, let me ask you. Do you have a guess? Do you have a guess? Because I think my initial argument would be I probably do flub a lot, quite often, but there are two things that happen, right? One, it's kind of like what I told you Villainous said the other day, which is like it's we have bigger fish to fry sort of thing. And two, I think that I am much better at bringing yours to light if I find it funny than the reverse. I think if you make a mistake that is funny to me or that bothers me, I'm much better at pressing the issue and making it a sticking point than you are in reverse. Like if I fuck up something and I annoy you, or I'm wrong, I do you wrong. I think there's like Chatter Cache, they're less willing to side with you just out of like a baseline. They're like, fuck you, dude. And then the second thing is, I think I'm more weaselly. I think like my rat tail is longer and I can get out of sticky situations if need be. So I think it's a lot of factors, right? I think you probably do flub more than me. I won't lie and say it, but I think the disparity is greater than what it seems because when you say, dude, this blue lock thing happened, I know that's not what happened. I'll say it. If I make a flub, dude, this blue lock thing happened, and you're like, you don't know. You can't in that moment for certain, like blue lock, JJK, Kagurabachi. Whereas I'm willing to be like, dude, no, I'm gonna check right now. I don't think you think, damn, bro, he kind of fucked that up. I don't think you're immediately thinking to, bro, that's not
I'm
what
not
that
checking
motherfucker
you.
said.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I'm like, bro, why'd you just say that? And I think now sometimes it's just shit that's like that doesn't need to be pressed, but a lot of like half of these are things that would happen anyway, but spike up. Like Fartgate, I didn't do that. I actually didn't even hear it. That was just you.
We don't.
But yeah.
We don't have to talk about Fargate. They were gonna forget.
Yeah. They weren't. It was loud. Listen back.
It was
Jesus.
this close.
Like a trumpet, bro. A bugle, if you will. Yeah.
The Bapo brain had rather not make it into a 30-minute screaming match.
There's probably some merit to that. Like I genuinely like it's because it's like a few things, right? One, the cost benefit for me is like we mostly talk about manga, right?
Mhm.
And we mostly talk about a small pool of manga. There's immediately like half the investment for me going into that. So if you make a mistake on something, A, the chances of me catching it are like a coin toss, and then B, the chances of me calling you out on it are like there's a risk assessment I make in my head. It's not fucking worth it. Like it's unless it's like especially if it's blue lock or something. Hey bro, it must be true. Like it I treat you the way college students treat their AI. Like, nah, he's got to be right about this one. Like, he's got this one. Like, yo, he checked. I trust him with my
Funny ass
tuition.
one. Funny ass one. I think our brains
Mhm.
are just different, bro. You think we could pull off? You know, I thought about that. I thought about that because I need to buy a suit soon, right? And I thought to myself, you think we could pull off? You think we could? You think we could pull this off? They're suits.
I forgot
bro.
about that.
They're fucking suits.
Fuck.
Like, they're fucking
Color
suits.
spreads. Oh,
4
fuck.
blue suits, and it's like, I think if I asked you that, you would be like, maybe. For me, it's like sometimes you say things in I'm overwhelmed by the sheer enormity of the task that God has granted me. Like you, because it's not. It feels that way to you, I'm sure, but I know there's a ticker. Things slide. Things get past the filter quite often, right? Otherwise, we don't have a stream, and obviously, you have to do the same thing, right? Things have to just sweep past. But sometimes the debris is too big, and you ask me if you think we could pull off suits. God, I hope so. I really pray we can, because if not, we're finished.
That's all we got. That's all we got. Yeah, no, that's fair, man. It just like I listen. I'm not gonna fact check you for the most part, right? Unless it's something I know equally as well, which is just not gonna be a manga, I think. Or at the very least, it won't be like one of the few we talk about. And then two, the other and more important thing, right? I really have to sit there and be like, if I hear the line, pull that up, or what's the chapter? I'm gonna lose my fucking mind. I would rather lose in the free marketplace of ideas than to have to open up another tab on Chrome because it makes my stomach hurt. To like actually dig in the mud for an argument is not some shit I'm willing to do, bro. And it's some shit I know it's like as easy as breathing for you. You got that, bro. Like, you know what it is? I got a switchblade, you're strapped. Peace.
Yeah.
Like, hey, you just have to brandish it. I'm good. I'll back off. You win.
The only shit you hear Creams check BR on would be like One Piece or Black Clover, not even One Punch Man. Nah, he's got One Punch Man.
We've gotten into it about One Punch Man.
Yeah.
I think maybe Hunter x Hunter, but that one's kind of where the line ends. Like that's pretty much the cutoff. Like even JJK is a fucking nightmare.
Yeah.
There's like a 16-parter of hypotheticals of what happened if Creams had powers that I need to see in one video. Hansel Gato, wink wink. Summoning Hansel like she's Maharaga. Fuck. Hansel Gato, please.
The rush of bullshitting and ending up being right feels so good. You know what it is, bro? It's really like, because here's what it feels like. You have you have an ungodly amount of confidence on the front end. You will just say shit is. Dude, Isagi did this. I'll have an insane amount of confidence on the back end. No, the fuck he didn't. And what that results in is a very nice polarity where you will say things, and I'm like, bro, take the birds. If I go outside and there's a single bird.
Oh my god, the fucking bird thing actually had me so mad.
Because
I was actually so fucking mad.
Because it's just like, dude, God's got me.
And he did. And he actually fucking did. I was checking around for birds when I was over there, by the way. So, like, I saw with my own eyes, there were some there. There were some there. So it's not like Texas is just a fucking black hole of birds.
Yeah. But God, I needed him. He got me. But yeah.
Creams won't upload my magnum opus, so I'm on strike, unfortunately. Oh, the racism supercut? I think I still have that. If that's your condition to make an R1's greatest hits, I'll fucking upload it today.
Let's see. Beer, you're the motherfucker who walks into English without reading the book and makes some shit up while Creams goes to use the bathroom. It's funny because that's like, it's exactly what I did when I was a kid. I didn't make shit up. I would listen to people say things, and you can kind of just like piece together what the teacher wants to hear. But yeah,
as long as you don't go first or second, you could pretty much do that. Hopefully.
Yeah.
My go-to tactic, was just reading the book or going to the bathroom.
Hell yeah.
I didn't have enough confidence to like bullshit.
Yeah.
Guess I was just good-hearted, even as a kid.
Tight, bro.
You think so little of me, man. You genuinely think I'm pissed.
By the way,
like you think I'm.
By the way, bro. By the way, that's an example. I let it slide through the filter. You
didn't let shit slide. You just changed the tone. You know what, bro? You just changed the font. It went from uppercase to lowercase. That's the only difference.
Type shit. I checked you. There's no way. The only way to bypass your filters is, wow, bro, I really agree. Once again, two hands. Like that type shit is the most passive. Yeah, I feel you. It actually, that is sheer neutrality, bro. Focus up.
Grams, haven't you admitted you were a degenerate gremlin as a child? I was multifaceted, man. I was me in my nightlife. By day,
in your
I was just kind of a loser.
Bro, you were asleep, man. You were tucked in bed, bro. Me type shit, man.
Honk chewing the night away.
Yeah.
There's only room in Cream's heart for incompetence and bigotry. I'm hoping to remove one of those, and it's bigotry. I'm hoping to be less bigoted. Cream said Gojo would be 10 feet. Cream said Gojo would be 10-finger Sukuna with the knowledge of 10 shadows. 10 shadows is what she meant. Okay. Cream said Gojo would be 10 shadows Sukuna with the knowledge of his domain going in.
Would beat him.
Whatever.
And then he said that's when he knew you weren't tapped in.
Yeah. Only a Cream steals in absolutes. Okay.
Dabura Dick distracting Creams from Gojo Glaze. Does it light up too, bro?
Yeah.
Yuck.
Oh, fuck. Quick side tangent. The Oscars are going on right now. very interesting to see the stuff that's winning.
Yeah.
K-pop Demon Hunters won animated feature.
Mm-hmm.
Sinners won original screenplay.
Nice, nice.
Best director and best actress best picture are and best actor and actress are still like undecided.
Mm-hmm.
Best supporting actress was at Amy Madigan from Weapons. It means Weapons is an Oscar award-winning movie.
Yeah.
Funny, man.
Do people like it? Just not me.
Let's see. Sinners won best music too. Nice, nice.
Hell yeah.
Good stuff, man. Good stuff. Curious to see who are the nominees for best actor. Big Timmy, Leonardo DiCaprio, Ethan Hawke, Michael B. Jordan, Wagner Moura. You know, so this basically just comes down to Timothy Chalamet and Michael B. Jordan, right? For Sinners and Marty Supreme. It's got to be Michael B. Jordan. He just doubled up the roles. Like two distinct characters. You've I didn't see Marty Supreme though. To Timothy's like defense, you've seen both, right?
Yeah.
Which way would you swing?
Michael B. Jordan. Personally.
Appreciate you, bro. You know, you don't front. I'll give you that. You don't even pretend, and I respect that about you.
Thanks. I guess. They both have really good performances. I think I want Michael B. Jordan to win for like the nigga has to work twice as hard to beat the white man. Yeah. And who knows if it'll be enough, right? Story of America type shit. But in any case, right?
Yeah, I agree.
Huh?
What? I support and
You
like
agree that the nigga has to work twice as hard to beat the white man? That's what you agree with, bro.
Oh my god, can I just get some support off, bro? Fuck.
Holy shit.
Bro, I have to come into this assuming you're a racist. I need to. They all have to do that, by the way. You know what's so crazy, bro, about that worldview? They would have to come away with it thinking you're a bad. If everybody started watching this pod, every content creator is evil. You know what? Hypothetical for you.
Okay, all right, fuck.
If we were held to the standards that you hold mangaka to, right? Of like, they start evil, prove me wrong. Do you think you would have proved them wrong genuinely?
You know those like what are they called? Newton's cradles, the balls that go back like pendulum balls.
Sure.
That's the effect I think this pod would have, because like there'd be stretches, right? They would either drop it at the first sign of like trouble, and then come back to it. Pendulum swings back and forth, back and forth, back and forth. Like they're just seeing me. They're just, it's just too much. Like I think that you either got to call it early or you just don't call it at all.
Yeah. Fuck. You gotta call it early.
Like I don't know what to tell you, man. Like if you're here 70 episodes deep straight, you've seen the full spectrum, right? Have you seen the next 100? I hope I'm better. I truly hope I'm better.
I did look for a long time because I wasn't sure if y'all were bigots or not. Creams was not helping. Funny as hell.
My bad, Draco. I'm sorry. I don't mean to disappoint you. I try not to be. I'm a work in progress. This guy.
Don't hope.
I don't know. God, that's what white women say when they're racist. Let me try that again. I'm trying my best.
They also said that one.
Come on, bro. Give me one. Fuck. What's a clean line? What's some shit they don't know about yet?
There might be some white women in chat, bro. I can't put them on, bro. I don't know.
You text it to me, bro. I'll modify it.
No, man. No. Fuck.
Stand for something real, and maybe we can say you grew a little. I'm pro human rights, man. Like I don't know what more you people want from me.
That might be the most like nondescript Dude, that's some like all lives matter rhetoric. Dude, I'm
Oh,
pro
it's not.
human rights, bro. Ugh. Bro,
Okay.
pro trans
I
rights. Black
pro
lives matter.
trans.
Like, bro, like
Black lives do matter.
you can Black lives do matter.
Stop
Why'd you
Asian
say it
hate.
like that, bro? Black
Stop
lives
Asian
do
hate.
matter, contrary to my popular belief. Like, no, why'd you
Shut
say it
up.
like that, man?
Never forget. Fuck. What are the other ones? I'm blanking. I'm freaking out. I'm
Jesus,
blanking.
bro said, dude, I'm pro human right. It was just such a fun.
My
Dude,
God.
I love humans, dude. I don't care I don't care if you're white, yellow, black, purple. Y'all have the same script.
Never forget. I don't know. I panicked.
I knew BR was woke like that. Creams until recently. I was debating. Hansel called my worry. Uh I think that
You bear.
if you
Fucking hell.
take the average, right, of like the compilation of my stuff on stream, it would be, you would maybe think like I'm a liberal with potential. I honestly think that's what you would come away with it. I don't think you get leftist. I don't think you don't get that out of me. And truly and honestly, maybe that's like something I gotta like self-reflect on a little bit, because that hypothetical got me thinking, like, damn, am I convince him? It's like I think I've moved the needle some, but not as far as how I feel internally. And so it's like, I think they would be like, dude, this is the thought. Hold on, with a little bit of pushing, we can get them. That's how I feel. That's how I feel they would think.
About you? Like,
If
I don't know.
if you started with it's evil, right? It would be, I think the progression would be to, he's not all the way there, but with a little bit of coaxing, we can get him on our side.
Believe women. Fuck. Me too. Yes, that one. Those two. Sorry. Remembered some back to back. Continue.
I've been parasocial. I mean, watching BR since before he was BR, and I could just pick up the vibe. Nah, thanks. I think there's like some select moments on like my stream or whatever, but I think purely pod, I'm a liberal with potential. Sorry to say. BR, how do you feel about the only heard great things incidents as a fellow LeBron truther? I said this yesterday. Because Mikey, I broke Mikey's heart. I think what was it? I said it on stream. No, I maybe said it on stream too, but I had said it in a VC. You know Jobber, right? Jobber was like, dude, I hate LeBron, da 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 da. And Mikey was like, bro, are you gonna let that slide? I'm like, unfortunately, yeah, bro. I'm not dick riding LeBron no more. We can't be on that. You know, Israel and all that. Only heard great things, da 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 da, blah blah blah.
No, I mean, Jabra was asking if you were gonna let the comment
No,
slide.
Mikey was asking if I was gonna let. Jobber was like, I hate LeBron, and usually be like, Jobber, you say that again, I'll ban you from the server, right? And then
okay,
Mikey
okay.
was like, "Are you? What are you gonna just let that happen?" I was like, "Yeah, I'm not really dick riding no more." And Mikey was like, "By the way, genuine. What? Like how he actually?" And I was like, I had to put the laugh aside for a second because it was a solemn moment. But I was like, "Yeah, bro.
Okay.
Unless I see a apology, it's a yeah."
Wasn't it not just him though? Like, wasn't it like two other players?
Yeah, Steph Curry, KD actually, like Steph Curry and KD like actually giving money. I think to the IDF. I think KD specifically was like, bro, if Israel needs drones, bro, they just hit me up. I'll give them money for it. Just like really gross stuff. But yeah, LeBron, he wasn't, at least as far as we know, wasn't like, dude, I love bombing children, but dude, I've only heard great things about Israel, bro.
Bro must not get the news.
Or yeah,
Can I ask you? Like,
KDS.
if you found
crazy, yeah. What's up?
if you found out LeBron only had like a dumb phone, no internet, no TV, and it really was just books written like only in like Western hemispheres that were just fiction. I know I'm stretching it, right? And he was just kind of living in a bubble, and he genuinely only heard great things about Israel because of word of mouth. Would that shoot him some bail to you?
You could shoot him some bail, but like it gets to a point to where you're so unknowledgeable and so influential that is, in my opinion, a crime in and of itself. It's not the same thing as being like, dude, I've only heard a great thing about the bombing children country, but it is better than that. I can't, in a good conscience, get back onto the glacier. At best, that would bring me to like a neutral thing. Like it would be better, but it's like it's a thing where it's like, come on, bro. You're actually 40. Why do you not like know what's happening? Also, billionaire. You should know what's happening so you can kind of, yo, bro, chip in with some le funds, some le dollar bills. So, yeah.
Yeah.
There's a point where incompetence and malice are one and the same. And I don't even think that. I don't think that they have to necessarily overlap. Their functions can be very similar. But I will say that I think if LeBron was just like an ignorant fuck, that's fine. You know, ignorance can be swayed in my opinion, but it's one of those things to where that the ignorance still doesn't
Excuse
beget
it.
it doesn't beget my support, right? It could maybe be like, oh, that's different. It's a different problem. It's a different infraction. But like, I mean, I was like polishing. You know what I mean? Like that's the Superman. That's the Captain America. Whatever. I'm like, I don't feel comfortable doing that anymore.
That must have been heartbreaking, man.
Yeah. But hey, what are you gonna do, right?
Right.
Yeah, nah. Seeing that definitely did, because I think I saw it with Curry and KD first, and I was like, damn, fuck. And then I saw it with LeBron, and I was like, because initially it was just like, I don't know, bro. I know I got a lot of fans out there. Da 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 da. You know, whatever. I'm like, okay, you got fans out there. That's true. That's true. Okay. Yeah. That's whatever. You owe it to society to be educated, at least to some extent, man. Especially when you, I don't know. Especially when you have influence, in my opinion. I think
How
that
did you
applies to us
react?
to some level, but it's just even more amplified when you're at that scale. What's up, big bro?
Uh, I was gonna ask what you thought of that when you saw the clip. Like, was it just like an instant sadness, or was it like a bit of a denial, or something?
Nah, you just gotta you just tank it, bro. You just get hit with the like fuck. You
Mm.
get hit with the there shouldn't have been an exception to the rule. I'm a fool,
Ah,
right? It is the don't expect anything of these people because you see
yeah.
what they want you to see. Their personalities are curated. It's cool, you know. Support the work, da da da. And I mean, you know, I wasn't on. I was actually gonna. I was gonna say or potentially lie saying I'm not on here saying LeBron is a great person. I might be on here saying LeBron is a great person. So I'll say this: obviously more than anything I respect LeBron's craft, da da da, he's good at basketball, blah blah blah, whatever, right? But the thing is just like going beyond,
Artist, right?
yeah, going beyond that is the problem, right? Like damn, I'm going to bat for LeBron and everything he does. No, nigga, no. That's on me, bro. That's truly on me, bro. The IDF
Mm.
was not what I was expecting. That's my fault. Um so yeah.
Good
Hopefully
idea.
Ant-Man don't support them. Dude, Ant might not support them. Ant is definitely not. He's not with us in the grand scheme of things, bro. I don't think so. I don't Ant isn't given woke, bro. It's all right. Yeah, I am a fan of the Spurs, you know, so Wembenyama. I'm not even gonna like to transfer being like, dude, LeBron, you're my hero to Wembenyama, you're my hero sounds kind of like making a mistake out of another mistake. However, Kyrie a real one? No, no, no. Kyrie has his own issues, different issues, but Kyrie has his own issues. Um, but yeah, I say that to say like, honestly, interesting question to think about, bro. Like, damn, do you put forward on the internet like what you feel like your internal politics are? It's like, oh, I can work on that actually. Um,
Uh, you know,
Person who's good at it, I would say Johnny. Johnny earns his flowers in that respect. He's very vocal about that. I respect him a lot for that.
yeah, I think there's a balance, right? Because I think if you do it every time, you sort of like become Mr. Politics. Like, and I'm not saying that as like a negative, right? It's sort of
Mm-hmm.
just the way people tend to watch shit online.
Mm-hmm.
Like, you can't. I'll give you an example, right? I don't like. There's this like TikTok or some shit online, right? And after the thing with Charlie Kirk happened,
Mm-hmm.
people saw like videos that he posted. Basically, okay, bro. People saw videos of him that were like, there's no room for political violence. This is terrible. You know, blah blah blah, right?
Mm-hmm.
And then a couple months later, when I think it was either something with Israel or maybe there was like another shooting or something
Mm-hmm.
like that. Somebody was like, somebody went back to his page and like You gonna condemn this too? And he was
Mhm.
like, you don't want my opinion, you just want me to be the enemy.
Yeah, I saw it. I
And it
saw.
was yeah. I
Definitely
like
racist, by the way.
definitely racist, right? But like the thing
What
that was
used
like
to
kind of
one of those
like
used to watch his videos, by the way, and it was just like a
oh dude, I'm sorry.
yeah,
Yeah,
it's fine.
I had that with Casey Neistat, right? Like he apparently is like super into Israel, right?
Mm,
And like, dude, I fucked with this content heavy back in the day, like back in
mm,
college.
mm,
So that for me was like really like heartbreaking. Even fucking ContraPoints
mm,
was like, she was a little weird about about I think the IDF or something.
mm,
But like it was just damn, like
mm,
I can't separate that from you now.
mm,
And a conservative will probably tell you some shit like, "I just separate the art from the artist. Like you're so sensitive, blah blah blah." Because like for them, it's sort of a non-issue, right?
mm.
You can make the argument people did in this one, right? Like most art is like made by fucking wokies, right? That's what the Hollywood elite line is all about.
Mm.
Um, like you just sort of like I think it's just easier to compartmentalize if you have that worldview versus like the opposite, right? Because it's just like a matter of life and death. Like, okay, you think about like you make a video about Yemen
Mm.
or Iran. Iran. We'll take
Mm.
Iran, right? Once you post that video, any other shit that happens from that point, hey BR, what do you think of this event? Hey
Mm.
BR, what do you think of like this take? What do you think of it? Like, and the more videos of that you make, you just become a political content creator.
Mm.
And that's fine if that's some shit you want to like lean into, right? But if you want to still just be Mr. Anime and Manga or Mr. Analysis, right?
Mm.
It is just some shit you kind of have to inherently be subtle about because I think as a content creator, your incentive is just to follow the money, follow the trends. Like unfortunately, it's just sort of the default. It's the default setting people are programmed to, right? On
Yeah,
here
yeah.
or
I
on
think
the
there's
internet.
I think there's like a difference in terms of like I don't know if you necessarily have to be subtle about it. It just doesn't have to be your content strategy, right? I would hope people don't think I'm like super subtle about like my opinions on certain topics regarding people's like ability to live as they want or whatever. Um,
Mhm.
but yeah, it's just one of those things where what's what I'm looking for. It's one of those things. I don't know. You make your stances clear, and for me, it's just like I don't know. I think that there's a level of like advocating that's important. I kind of for me a lot of that happens just like in my personal like IRL life or giving back to foundations and charities and organizations that I think are doing good things, yada yada yada, whatever. Um, but yeah, I mean, I think what it is just like sure, I get what you mean in terms of like you don't transform it into that, but I just I don't think it has to be so black and white. I think you can just make a dude. This is my opinion about like the genocide against Palestinians, and people are like, "What's your opinion on this? What's your opinion on this?" Suck my nuts. Like I don't know, right? I talked about
No, but
something that spoke to me.
that's a conscious decision, right? But like there's a difference I think between like a tweet or like a post or whatever and then something like a video. Okay,
Mm,
main channel broken run video.
mm,
This is your take, right?
mm,
That's a monetized platform for all intents and purposes. Unless you turn that off
mm,
like from the offset,
mm,
it is you're still going to see the views. Like let's say it gets 10 million views, right? It
mm,
is the biggest thing you ever make. There's that little voice in the back of your head that's like, I don't know, bro, we just dropped another one.
mm,
Like it's just like your inner ghoul, and it's fucked up, right? It's terrible, but like there is a perverse incentive, and like a lot of there's a lot of political institutions that have like that live and die off of like AdSense and sponsors. Like world peace hits tomorrow, the Daily Wire goes under. like
mm,
like it's just sort of the economy of suffering.
mm. Let's see. I watch football. I watch a football channel that just about every episode pretty seamlessly brings up some woke stuff since politics and football are very intertwined. Like he's squeezing in commentary on World every video about the top 7 failed signings in football. And it's pretty appreciated in such a chud saturated space that is football. Yeah, and that's what I mean when I say I don't think you have to be subtle. It just doesn't necessarily need to be your content strategy. Um, but yeah, I assume people who are marginalized, black, trans, gay, disabled, etc., are more woke because like a transphobic gay guy is dead ass friendly fire. But people do be friendly firing all the time. People do be friendly firing all the time. I get what you mean because there's an inclination to think that.
Mm.
And they're probably more likely to be progressive across certain spectrums than other people. But yeah, nah, there's definite for people are willing to friendly fire because they think the fire isn't so friendly.
You can
Um,
play the odds, I think, but like I don't know. Maybe I'm more pessimistic because like I've seen people just display a lack of intersectionality about everything and like every combination of like different identities and bigotries that they hold simultaneously. Like I've seen Asian people be homophobic. I've seen gay people be racist. Like, you know what I mean?
mm,
Like there's like I don't think just because somebody belongs to a marginalized group or identity that they are inherently like they just get vaccinated from it, right?
mm,
Against like every other form of bigotry.
mm.
Like I don't know, people
God, dude, black conservatives exist all over.
I'm trying to think of like the line. It's I'm socially liberal but fiscally conservative.
Mm-hmm.
Like yeah, bro, you
Fuck. Oh,
like
you
you know what I mean? It's
hate. Oh, you. Oh no.
you
Yeah.
don't want to abolish ICE, you want to retrain them.
Yeah.
Like you know what I mean? Like there's like
Yeah.
that little like subtle like difference to me.
Yeah. I think it's a I, what's what I'm looking for. I think it also shines through in spaces like this. Even just like, and it's not like a praiseworthy thing because it should just be the default. But even just like, I don't know, certain, I'll just say the power scaling community is a nerd niche group within a nerd niche group, right? And there are
Hmm.
certain words or certain sentiments or certain whatever I just don't like using. I don't think they're appropriate to use, whatever, da 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 da. Where I'm like,
Hmm.
yeah, like, bro, you called that line of logic like the R word 17 times in the video. I can kind of get a feel for your general
Like demeanor, yeah.
where you.
It's
It
some
doesn't
shit
mean.
we've ran into
Yeah,
recently. Like there was
yeah,
like actual friction that we experienced
yeah,
with some people we know. Like it's
yeah.
just
Um, yeah, and it's like the you're in a very. And I'm not saying there's no dude. Where are my flowers? I don't say this. It's more of like a. I hope that it has the intended effect of like not being within that circle. It's like, okay, hold on. It's a Venn diagram. We do power scale. We do like anime and manga. We do YouTube. Hold on, guys. Look at what I don't do though. Yo. Watch this. Watch this. Watch this. But yeah, no. So yeah, it's just one of those things where you try to. Like I think it is possible to
damn man.
make it a point to incorporate in your content. I think Hansel's speaking, truth to like the sentiment of being able to do it. But yeah, yeah, I think it's got to have an
Yeah,
effect
plus
because why are you the only power scaler with a 99% trans audience? Like yeah, sure, you would hope so. You would hope that there's a
are you
level
the
of
only
comfortability.
woke power scaler? Holy shit.
I won't say only. I don't know. I don't know every power scaler. But yeah.
No,
Um,
that's crazy. Dude, we gotta get more people into that
okay.
community that like don't like fuck with human rights
Listen, bro.
like me. You're saying?
Um, God. Like,
What?
I'm co-signing that with fervor and passion. You don't understand? It's not it's honestly I'm gonna be selfish, I'm gonna be ghoulish, right? It's not even just about decency. Please, God, give me it. Toto help, bro,
Dude,
please. Fuck, man.
it's so funny because like best case scenario for you right now is what neutrality.
You
It's like
search.
until you get really.
No, dude, I this is gonna go up on YouTube. Let me focus.
Do you just go on Twitter? Do you go on Twitter and just write different slurs in the search to see if they've said some
No,
shit?
no, 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 no. Oh, no, no, no. That's not what I mean. It's way
Oh,
easier
okay.
than that. It's way easier than that. You have
Okay.
a conversation with them. It's so
Oh, okay.
simple.
Oh, okay. That makes more sense. I
Yeah,
fuck with
no.
that.
You just be like, yo, dude, Seth the programmer, he's an asshole, right? Nah, dude, I fuck with Seth heavy. Dude, my bad. Like, that's actually a thing. I literally, hey, how do you feel about this person? Just straight up. Oh, you fuck with him? Oh, tight. Yeah.
Dude, I wanna. This is really fucking annoying because like I want to address some of these chats head on,
Yeah.
but like
Yeah.
I'm gonna ask it in a roundabout way, bro. Is that canon?
That's why I don't anymore.
No, but you said that was like a strong speculation, like a strong suspicion you were having. But is that like, did we get that in writing?
In terms of
Like, did we find the
being
One Piece?
locked.
Yeah, yeah,
Oh, I'm not even saying that. I'm more referring to what chat's talking about in terms of
yeah.
like
Okay,
that
let
is a
me.
distance of like, damn, I don't really feel comfortable ignoring that anymore. I don't know. Yeah. No, I know what you're talking about. I'm referring to like Arsenal. Yeah. That I mean, that is, I don't know. But me
Like
not
in writing, like on the
me
poneglyphs.
no. Me not because I haven't had a conversation with him since then.
Oh, okay,
Me
okay.
not knowing is confirmation enough, sort of thing. It's like
Gotcha.
I don't want to Schrodinger's Seth Dick Rider, bro. Like,
Okay, all
do I
right.
know or do I not know? No, I need to know, man. But yeah,
Like
yeah.
dude, it's so funny. Like you talk about intersectionality, as like in nerd culture, and that, dude, there are some video essays. Somebody could write a doctoral thesis about that because it's so fascinating, right? You take a guy like Chibi, right? Coming off the high of getting his engagement called off and like being kicked out of his friend group and the entire internet like being unsympathetic, calling him a cuck, and instead and his first instinct is just to say he's pro ice. Fucking fried me. Like there's something about like, how do you get like this? Like, damn, dude, like, all due respect to art, why isn't it influencing you, bro? Like, not to be that guy, but like, mind change, mind change. Like, what do you do? How are you resisting? Like, how are you like? How is your guard so good? That was your best friend, dog. Why are you like? There's so many like different puzzle pieces to it that genuinely fry me. Like, I don't know, man. Dude, I fuck with what does he fuck with? Chainsaw Man, I guess.
It's
I
just
fuck with
so dude. It'd be annoying. I'll just say like I've had conversations with people about this where it's like, oh, why don't you do this? Why don't you do that? Or blah 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 blah. And I'm like, unfortunately, really unfortunately, in here, I'm like, I can't swing it. I can't.
Dude,
It
I
got
have
to.
so much edge in front now. It's driving me fucking crazy.
Damn, bro.
Sorry.
You're good. It's like, damn, bro. I unfortunately reached the consciousness of End Horizon. Can't swing it. It literally is materially better for me to swing it. Can't swing it. Can't swing it. Can't do it. But yeah, let me use the
It's
bathroom real
another
quick.
white
I'll be right back.
bet. Thanks for the 100 bits, Dane. Just another white male using conservatism as an in-group identity. You know, part of me like knows, and part of me wonders like why some people like have their guard up. Like I say Chibi is an example, but like I do find like I would never ask him this because that would mean interacting with him like that. But like it's genuinely like it is so fascinating, right? Like, dude, why does, even if you're a lowly con pedophile, even if you're a lowly con, why does that make you pro ice? Like it's like I need to make that like I would kill to see that connection on paper. Like if he could draw me a visual map of how he keeps his like entire self-identity and self-expression afloat with so many contradictions, I would appreciate that. Let me give it to a sociologist, bro. Have them sort it out. Because like, fuck. That was so insane. How so many people in your life leave you and you don't think maybe I'm the problem and need to reflect on my actions? He just said I'm pro ice. Like I don't, bro, pick a fucking battle. And he was like throwing a fit a couple days later about like some loli manga getting canceled. It's fucking brutal. It's called Delusion. Many suffer from it, creams. I've experienced some shit like that with other people, right? Even like even with myself to some extent, right? The thing that I noticed on my like firsthand accounts is like there just seems to be a risk factor like this is fucking bro science sociology, so take this with a grain of salt, right? But I think a lot of people don't want to make that plunge out of these groups because there's just a lot of investment going in, right? Your friends are there, your family's there, like the cost benefit analysis of like, okay, man, I can be a leftist or I can have my family see me on Thanksgiving, and you're not in a spot where like you rub up on a marginalized identity. Like if you're not like gay, trans, whatever, or if you're, because I'm assuming family, right? So like even if you don't have like that privilege is you can have the incentive to keep your mouth shut and just kind of tank it. You're like, I don't know, maybe we just don't talk about it at Thanksgiving. Everybody has a different opinion. Like there are people that run that cost benefit analysis and that's how they maintain like all these contradictions, right? And I've met those people and they're very interesting because they are choosing the path of least resistance, which is something I think everybody can implicitly understand, but like it does suck, I guess, because like you can't really debate that off, right? Because like they're thinking completely like self-preservationally, right? Or pragmatically in that respect. You can't be like, dude, you can stick to your guns. You have a theoretical shot of like having more like-minded people around you, alienate the people that you fuck with and admire and like, love, whatever. I think if you were to guarantee them like a better scenario, like a clean-cut life upgrade, they would take it more times than not. But because life doesn't work like that, there is so much disincentive to jump ship. But like I said, popcorn, barbershop, like bro science, sociology, like don't. If you're a sociologist out there and you want to get your PhD, what are we thinking? You could just take that. Can I read it after you're done?
Yeah, the sociologist degrees in chat that are ready. Let us know.
If,
Also,
bro, if not here, like I don't know. Like I feel like our chances aren't zero here.
let's see.
They are losers that thrive off of misery, making people upset. That's all they care about. They might not even believe the shit they say, but they get off on people being upset about them, so that's all they do. Fair. Just happened to be a bad person getting cucked. Okay. Nick Fuentes is gay, Mexican, Nazi, white supremacist. That's a lot of words. But all true. What did Hassan say? He was like, even modern day white supremacists are DEI or some shit like that. Like make that make sense. The Black Clover verse is snapped. What the fuck did Black Clover do? Oh, okay, different conversation. Okay. I got a 98 on my final in high school. I appreciate you, Dane.
I'm a sociologist doing my thesis on gay little gremlins like you creams. If you know, you know.
And so not only do I know what you're actually majoring in, you fucking liar. 2.
Yeah, he knows what you're majoring
Leave me
in.
alone.
He's majoring in you.
Shut up. Ew. 2. Ugh. 3. Hansel. What am I even doing talking to you right now?
Save it for the,
Bro, out here being smart, how dare you? You're an anime fan, you're supposed to be dumb like us. Yeah, you're really showing out, Dane. 100K on a PhD, you're asking a lot from chat. Didn't ask you to enlist, asking if you've already done so prior to this. By the way, unless you could swing it, maybe don't get a PhD in sociology. I don't think they're hiring.
Yeah, you would hate to be 300K in like debt. That shit would suck.
Yeah, that's a big number.
Huge number.
Yes.
Jesus.
Dude, having 300K of anything is a lot. Like, bro, I'm telling you, you get $1 per view of your income. Oh my god, that's such an interesting. Ooh. Not gonna lie, bro. That's a big upgrade for me. Is that a downgrade for you? Like if you upload 5 videos a month?
And $1 per view.
Yeah.
$1 per
view.
No.
It's so let's say you make 50K a year, right? You cap out at 50K views per video, right? And then the following year, it increases proportionally to the amount of AdSense that you make from that number. It's just like more of a fixed number. Like it's just very linear. Like it just means you'll never hit a video at like 51K or above, right? But you'll always hit 50.
Oh, so okay. I mean, that would just increase my income though, probably. If I just
Yeah, after like 4 years, you'll get to like really good numbers. But like it's sort of like the slow like grind.
No, yeah, no. If I knew for a fact any video I uploaded hit 50K, I would be probably like breaking in hundreds of thousands of dollars to how much I would upload. Like a guaranteed number. Yeah, that's easy. Because I would let myself go, so to speak. You're seeing camera turned on. Maybe my shirt is on. We're gonna talk about JJK for 20 minutes. What am I talking about? This video is gonna get 50K. We're gonna talk about this JJK for an hour. I'm not editing it. Fuck you. Thumbnail. Go.
You just eat dinner like on camera.
Yeah.
Like, I'm really fucking this one up. McDonald's has outdone themselves today. The big arch is a big thumbs up.
Yep. Good thing about it. That's like, wow, 350,000 views a week. And you just keep, hell yeah. Because I'm uploading every day, bro. I'm just recording myself doing so. Yo, drawing for like 10 minutes. What up? Yeah.
So yeah, mid-rolls, watch them.
Yeah. Let's get a head start and take that sucker off then, Creams 2. We're done with shirts, lock in. No, hold on, I'm fat right now. I've been eating snacks, chat. Hold on. I'm not locked. You can't ask me to do that right now.
Bro, you're not under arrest.
I'm just saying, bro. My blood sugar level is like over the legal amount. They can't do this.
Bro, the way my cholesterol is set up, like, all right, bro.
Yeah.
Oh fuck. Creams thinks he's swole. Don't. I really want to get into content creation. Yeah, my blessing. I don't mind a little weight. Take it off, BR.
Nah, it's okay. Appreciate that.
Y'all remember when y'all showed us the fat pictures? Not what we called them, by the way. Not actually. We just called them before pictures.
They were before. We didn't actually. I mean, we said we were fat. Y'all said we were fucking ginormous.
Yeah. By the way, not a single person dissented. We pulled up those pictures and they were like,
by the way, that's how we looked. Like we that wasn't like a unique. That's how we looked on stream. No one said anything, ever.
The chubby ones. Thank you guys. Appreciate that you still snap back into it.
Yeah.
No hesitation, by the way. No remorse, by the way.
I think it's when Draco became like a human to me, probably.
Y'all remember when you guys did that face reveal? I could never if I looked like that. Holy shit.
Thanks. I know. You know what's crazy too? I think she means it. Like, I think she's.
I don't doubt that. It's in character.
Like, I think she's like dead ass proud of us, bro. Like, wow, y'all are so brave.
Hansel, what's your opinion of us? Like, why is it so low?
Chopped and chopped her.
Hey, do nothing but stand back. Oh fuck, dude. Dude, you want to talk about like elite slander images that are like memes? I use the fucking he just added a toothpick meme with Troop about fuck, what was the context? Hold on, let me just pull up our chat real quick. Oh, yeah. So it was there was this conversation about a mutual friend of ours who was trying to like unplug, right? Downgraded their phone, deleted social media, really trying to like get back in tune with Mother Earth or whatever the fuck,
That's
right?
so real, by the way. Real life, Max.
Whatever. Anyway, so they had texted us and they were like, "Hey guys, I know I just got this new phone, but I'm thinking about going even dumber. Should I get a newer phone?" And I thought it was really funny because it was just like consumption by any other name, basically. So I was like, okay, if you're trying to like cut down on all this crap, buying more shit isn't gonna like fix your overspending and overconsumption, right? Honestly, by the time you replace all these devices, which by the way they were just doing anyway, like they just got an MP3 player, they just got a fucking
Oh, okay, I got
call
you.
it? Yeah, like a flashlight, like shit like that, right?
Mhm.
And I just sent the picture of the toothpick guy.
Mhm.
Like I was like, you just added a fucking toothpick. Like you're back at square one, but you just have more shit in your bag.
Yeah, toothpick changes everything, bro.
Toothpick changes everything.
You know what they say, you gotta be chopped to start cooking. Don't say that, by the way. And now, at least one of you has reached the cooking stage, and I know the other is still trying their best. 3 exclamation marks. Yeah, she means it, bro. By the way,
Yeah.
they don't say you gotta be chopped to start cooking. There's not an ugliness requirement. Every dish doesn't even require you cut up shit either.
You could just assemble, man.
You can't just assemble. You just put shit on the grill, by the way. Put it on the stove, put it in the oven. There's actually so many ways to chop something, or rather to cook something and not chop it.
Fuck, man.
I've never even heard something similar to that sentiment once. They don't say it. Not a person said it. Yeah.
Y'all really were the malevolent kitchen.
Dude, you know, like when people are being clever in chat, one of the
Mhm.
things that'll kill me the most is like a direct insult, like more than anything. Like
Oh, like
people
BR
are being
fuck you or something.
you're clever, 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 and then just you're ugly. That would just fucking send me, because it's like, damn, no tact, no grace, just straight heat. Just a punch to the liver. It sends me sometimes, man. Fuck. Um, is this not insane? Back when we had 2.5 hosts?
Fuck are you on about?
Who was 0.5? I think they're saying we were big as fuck, bro.
We're big as fuck. Like you and I like evened out to like a 1.75, I guess.
1.25 would probably be the number.
My little mathematician over here. All right, bro.
Whatever. I'm
I
assuming
meant
I was assuming they would like, whatever, but you right, my fault. That's on me. I'll never do that again.
nah, it's cool.
I miss the spirit that haunted BR. They were low-key funny. What the fuck are you talking about?
What the fuck are you on about, Cosmo Glazer? I shaved. I think it's like a little pimple, but otherwise, like it's just even.
What did you say? Over or under, big bro?
Like the hair under Cream's lip.
Oh fuck.
I gotta learn to slow down when I read these, man.
It's also funny just because the never mind, bro. Yeah, you good, man. Oh yeah, back at BR's old place, there was a guy who would peek out from the closet. I loved him.
You mean
Yeah.
BR?
Nah, Draco really be pissed off about that. Deadass Creams, why do you still have that? Who likes it? He likes it, man.
I do, man, and I find this a cool way to express myself. I need to cherish all the facial hair I can get.
Dude, you gotta just take my path, bro. You just gotta throw all. You're like Maki, bro. Throw the curse energy away, man. It's you're never gonna pop
You
a
have
domain.
stubble right now.
Yeah, that's just like haven't shaved. That's not like it is a. This is being unkempt. This isn't like a facial hair. This isn't a look, bro. This is I'm gonna shave tomorrow morning kind of thing before I go to class.
Bro, get an earring, go bald. No.
Hold on. Wait a minute, bro. Have you considered getting like dangly things off your glasses?
Like a librarian, bro.
Low key.
Like the little loops. Okay.
Low key. Come on, bro.
No, chat. No, I can't get an earring. My mom will write me out of the will. Or knock wood. Nah, I'm just too pussy. Like getting it pierced sounds scary.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying, bro. So like, do something more your speed. Get some like some glasses, like a dangly thing.
I could get a fake earring. I could be a poser.
63 worrying about mom. I mean, I also get something similar, but I was gonna let you make that. Creams
Fucking
thinks
hell.
he's cute. Dude, I love when they revert to the Los format.
Yeah, like
Dude,
what's that fucking jarring.
dude, you're 45. What are you talking about? Dog, 2-year-old children are fine getting it done. Yeah, but he's pain tolerance wise, he's weaker than that.
I was hanging out with a friend of mine. He has a dog. And fun fact about dogs, ew. And I made the mistake of sitting down on the couch. The dog comes up to me, licks my whole face, glasses included, by the way. And his lick was so strong, and I was convulsing so much, he got some of my lips.
No. Yeah. Dude, I remember you telling me this. And yeah.
Actually furious, right? I go to the bathroom, clean myself off, right? And I was like, the reason I was mad, aside from like the obvious like dogs, there's some people that do that shit like willingly. That like sign their name on it expeditiously. Like these people just want to like make out with their fucking dogs and think it's cute. That's a dog. You know what that fucking dog did when we went outside to walk it? You know what he fucking did? This fucking dog goes to like a random pot of like earth, right? And finds an old carcass from like some roadkill and just starts until my friend pulls it off. And I was just thinking, man, if he licked me after this walk, I'd have to go to the ER.
Dude, let me be real with you. He licked you after doing some shit equally bad, bro.
I don't want to think about it, man. I just gotta pray like brushing my teeth and soap is enough. Oh, look at my dog. He's so clean. He's so clean. Fuck.
You were fine, no?
You were fine. No. That's a dog guy right there, man. That's some real dog guy logic. Oh, but you're fine, right? Yeah, no, that doesn't make it okay, Dane. That doesn't just absolve it.
He licked
Fuck
his own
you.
asshole, then kissed you on the lips. Yeah, bro. Tonguing down the dog is nuts.
Don't. Ugh, he tongued me down. Innocent bystander, by the way.
That was your hard counter, bro. That was it, bro. I said, nah, you tongued down a dog. No, bro, he did it to me. Okay. You got my ass, I guess. Yuck.
That is my fucking bad, gang. That's what I get. That's my fault, right?
Dog probably gave himself a ball sack soak before licking your face creams.
Hey guys, appreciate this.
Ball sack soak, bro. Dude.
Guys, I know that dogs are gross. You don't have to double down. I get the picture. Thank you so much.
By the way, Dane called this dog saliva not that gross.
Dane, I'm not taking you seriously about dogs, man. Like, I'm not doing this with you.
No, pretty funny.
Ugh. Anyway, so I want to give a little refresh to the Oscar winners page just to see if there's any updates on who won.
Yuck.
Oh, what? Ah? Best Picture is one battle after another? I did not hear about that. Oh, it's the one with Leonardo DiCaprio. It won 6 awards? Holy shit. Okay. Really? Huh.
Jesus, that's so
Maybe,
graphic.
did you ever see that movie? One battle after another?
Nah.
Thought your brother would be all over that one.
He probably was. I probably just wasn't available or something. He might have just wanted to go on like a Thursday or a Sunday.
I really thought it was gonna be Sinners.
Yeah, nah. They don't fuck with black people that much.
Michael B. Jordan did win Best Actor though. Nice.
Yeah.
Nice. Oh damn, Marty Supreme didn't win shit.
Yeah.
Yeah. Sorry, Tim. Maybe next year.
I saw one battle after another. It was pretty good if you ignore Leo's casting being so inappropriate. Gotcha. Not gonna lie. Did you see Hansel's shot?
I saw one battle after another.
Yeah,
It was pretty good. If you, which one?
just above that, the next shot that she has, or the chat.
Oh
before.
no, I'm not gonna read that. That's
Gotcha.
gross.
Yeah, that's what you'd be down for, bro.
No, I like that you also didn't read it.
You be tonguing sphincters.
That's not a thing we do, bro.
We aren't. a thing.
Whatever.
Yeah. I don't know. Streets are saying different.
Streets are liars, notoriously. Streets are also like fuck.
I don't know what that means.
You know, man. Streets are conflicted. I'm not the streets though.
Uh-huh.
Oh man.
Oh, so we're a we now. That's what Ansel said.
You know, man, that's on me. That's my fucking bad. I shouldn't have spoken. Do you want to talk about the thing off stream, or like, are you down?
The thing.
Like, are we done? The manga? Are you? Is that a pod?
Yeah, that's pretty much it for me. Pretty much it. Yeah, a nice pod. So yeah, let's see. No stream next week. Is that as it is written?
It's 70% no stream next week.
Okay, stream on Thursday. Is that happening?
Yes.
Okay, so chat, on Creams' life, we will be beating Sekiro this week. So we'll be jumping into that, getting into it. Yeah, looking forward to it, chat room. The finale to Sekiro Shadows Die Twice. You know, if you're a member and you've been a member for a while, this is the end to a monumentous occasion.
Hopefully. If I can lock in.
No, 100%. We've already made the binding out, bro. It's this or the streets. So, you know, we've it's been 6 months of hard work. And you know, we're excited to deliver it to you guys on a silver platter. 12-hour on Sunday, please. If it takes them that long to beat the boss, still probably no. But yeah, in any case, I appreciate y'all coming out. We will see you guys on Thursday for all the members. For everybody else, we will probably not see you till the Sunday after next. But we'll let you know on the community tab for sure. So in any case, appreciate y'all, and we will see you on the next one.